Cute, sexy, and fun. You're watching CSF Nation's own WMK TV, Channel 90.
Where's the ground? 'Cause I'm on my way. Keep on believing it. just keeps getting better every day. There's no reason to feel afraid.
Thank you. Far too kind. Thank you. Woo! Crowd's right up. Good to hear that. Good to hear about that. All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. CSF Nation, I'm Makini 90R, Sermon Illustrator, and welcome you to the Makini Live before Halloween. Hope you guys are doing great. Of course, I got my lovely co-host, Mama Bear. Mama Bear, how you doing?
Hello, boys. I'm doing good.
You ready? Y'all ready for Thursday? Everybody ready for Thursday?
I think so.
Everybody ready for Thursday, the spookiest day of the year, the spookiest night of the year, and we get something real special here. Don't worry. Yeah. Unlike Big Tech USA, we do have an actual audience.
We do have an actual audience. No, Chibi Bear is all ready for it. She is massively excited for Halloween.
So y'all going ahead and doing the Yor and Anya.
No, wait. She had a change of heart.
Aww.
Which is a shame because she does the Anya voice so good. I'll have to have her do that for you one of these days.
Oh.
But no, you will not get what you will not guess what she is going to be this year.
What is it? I don't have a clue.
Ghostface.
I highly approve of it.
Right? She went from Anya to Ghostface. If that does not, just exemplify everything that is my mini me.
Mm-hmm. We don't know what is. I don't know what is. We don't know what is. That is. I feel like that's so perfect. You could have done maybe Anya as Ghostface.
I know.
Oh my God, that's
Halloween, Sean.
Oh my God. Yeah, Thursday is Halloween, man. It's the spookiest day of the year. Get some spooks up in here, okay?
Ghostface from Scream. Hello.
Not Ghostface Killer.
Not Ghostface. We're not going to get Mike canceled. No, thank you.
Oh my God. That is so awesome. I am very, very awesome. That is very awesome. And let me get the big camera up and Scars as you see all my as you can see all the screens here. But no, what I'm working on is we're gonna do a big Halloween. We're gonna do a big ass Halloween, as you can see here. We're gonna do a big ass Halloween group shot. All the girls for Halloween. And I have a 17 by 14 sketchbook, so this should be big enough to get like 10, 11, like 12 different girls on one page.
Nice.
But everybody dressed up. This is like my last little gift to you guys for Maktober, since this is probably the most, I would argue this is probably the most successful Maktober we've had in quite a long time, and I have you all to thank for that. So we're gonna say hi to everyone in the chat, but and we're gonna rate the costumes too, because I'm just gonna go ahead and share this out, guys. Let me go ahead and share my screen out. Let me go ahead and share the screen real quick.
No, just thinking about it, because as you're talking about it, I'm thinking, well, actually, I do have a piece of paper that's larger, and you were telling me that you were struggling with how are you going to scan it. I scan things actually through my phone.
Well, I'll
I have
probably
an
just
app
scan
on
it in
my phone that I
pieces.
scan
I'll
everything
probably
through.
have to scan it in like pieces though. But
Yeah,
as you can see here, they're all in costume. If you guys did not look at the intro, they are all dressed up for Halloween. Oh, and the costumes look absolutely amazing. So, guys, I want to see on the poll. I just put up the poll right there. Best one of the four. And that's not excluding the three that I made for the three that we have for Maricela, Squeaka, and Kat as well. So
okay.
let me know, guys.
I
Yes.
have one question for Sean. Other than Sean, are you free? Because at this point, I'm ready to drop you a link. But he's saying
Concord characters and no.
please, is Dragon Jabam? Are you dressing up Dragon as Jabam? My phone scans with 3 DPI.
Anyway, guys, put it in the chat. The poll is up. I want to see that. I want to see this poll light up with votes. Okay, so let me know.
You're not shopping in CVS. You're in CVS being a smartass. But we appreciate it.
Anyway, guys, thank y'all so much. So we'll get to Kiki's. We'll get to this one right here, Kiki's costume. But and we'll say hi to everybody in the chat. But before we do, you guys know what to do. Kiki, can you please tell them?
Psst, psst. Hey, it's me. It's Squeaka. I'm the live producer here on Makini Live. And Makini in the morning as well. Just want to let you know. You see that big, fat, round, juicy like button? Give it a good spanking. And if you want to see more art content from Makini, spank that subscribe button as well. Make both of them jiggle. Let's see some jiggling like buttons, okay?
Hi, Squeaka. Squeaka. Hey, Squeaka. Hey, what's up?
Oh my God, Black Daddy Fortnite is here. Hi, Makini.
No one's ever called me that in like ever. What the hell? Listen, Squeaka, I really appreciate you, like, willing to do this, because Kiki isn't willing to. She just flipped me the bird and just stormed off. Are you serious?
Yeah, the first half was double.
No, that cannot be the right one. That cannot be the.
Psst. Hey, it's me, Squeaka. I'm the live producer here on Makini Live, and Makini in the morning as well. Just want to let you know, if you see that big, fat, round, juicy like button? Give it a good spanking. And if you want to see more art content from Makini, spank that subscribe button as well. Make both of them jiggle. Let's see some jiggling like buttons and subscribe buttons, okay?
Hi, Squeaka. Hey, what's up?
Oh my God, Black Daddy Fortnite is here. Hi, Makini.
No one's ever called me that in like ever. What the hell? Listen, Squeaka, I really appreciate you, like, willing to do this, because Kiki isn't willing to. She just flipped me the bird and just stormed off. But can you just kind of like stick to the script and not like add your own like take or anything like that, please?
Sorry.
Listen,
I'm
Squeaka,
sorry,
this is
Makini.
Makini Live, okay? This isn't Squeaka's ASMR show, okay?
Well, I mean, it will be.
What do you mean it will be?
Oops,
Squeaka,
did I say that out loud? Sorry.
You can go now.
I did. You did not hear it from
Squeaka,
me. You did not hear it from me. This will not become Squeaka ASMR.
God, Squeaka.
I promise.
Oh
Anyway,
my
I gotta
God.
get going.
Thank you.
Love
Thank you,
y'all,
Squeaka.
and
Thank you.
love you too, Mama Bear.
Bye, Squeaka. Well, that was embarrassing.
Love her.
just snuck into the recording booth to just say that.
Oh, Sean has not heard that before. Yes, Black Daddy Fortnite. That we used to call him that for a long time there.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was our line producer, Squeaka. I promise this will not turn into Squeaka ASMR live, okay? That's not going to happen. Well, Mama Bear got a kick out of it, and so did the chat. So
Absolutely.
Yeah. See, what happened was that Kiki was gonna say that, but then she was just like, you know, do you guys want to hear Kiki's? You guys want to hear Kiki's version, by the way? You guys want to hear Kiki's version real quick? Okay, hang on. This is we actually have the actual recorded footage of that. So just give me 1 second. Let me turn the audio on. This is the one that we ended up. This is part of the new line of recording for her. And well, she just kind of stormed off. She just kind of stormed out the studio when
Okay.
and told her. So that was my bad. I'm sorry. Let me find it. Let me find my audio clips. Yeah. I got it all recorded, y'all. I got it all recorded there. And just for that, I'm gonna embarrass Kiki live on air. So let's see. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, here we go. You
want me to do this again, huh? All right, I'll do it again. Psst. You see that light button, right? I know you see it. That's a big.
Here we go. Let me find that. Oh, here we go.
Thank you.
Here we go. This
see
is
that light button right there? That big, juicy, firm light button? Give it a good smacking. And do the same for that juicy subscribe button as well. Thank you. You see that big, juicy light button like a fat ass right there? I don't know what the hell you asking me to do this mocking. Why am I speaking this one skirt? Are you asking me to actually say? Oh my God, are you serious? Okay, smack that like button and make it jiggle, and smack the subscribe button and make it jiggle. So I gotta actually say it. You see that big fat ass of a like button? Give it a good smacking, and make sure you do the same for that big fat subscribe button as well. Fuck you, Makini.
Well, yeah. So she's just kind of, yeah. I mean, anybody wants to volunteer to do that, let me know. Just so you know, I'll...
Yeah, you apparently have a new nickname by Sean, though.
Okay.
Says I will just shorten the calling you Nut. I ain't doing the whole Black Daddy Fortnite.
Night? What? Hold on a second. Just fuck you. No. Sean's got the exaggerated swagger of a black teenager, so swagger. Anyway, let's go say hi to everybody in the chat first off. Okay. Sean, you will never be Ma Bear, here's the biggest shock, the biggest jump scare of them all. Power was not the first person here.
For real.
It was Sean.
I got a
I don't
phone
even know. This is unheard of somehow. Oh, Sean is here before Power. And are you serious? Are you serious? We lost DJ Clark Kent? Oh, damn. Damn. Sorry to hear that. With deep sadness, we share the passing of beloved Rodolfo A. Franklin, known in the world as DJ Clark Kent. He passed away on Thursday evening, surrounded by his devoted wife, Kesha, daughter, and daughter Cabria, and son Antonio. It confirmed that Clark quietly, violently fought a 3-year battle with colon cancer while continuing to share his gifts to the world. The family is grateful for everyone's love, support during this time. The Brooklyn native passed away following a 3-year battle with colon cancer. Is known as known for his contributions to the hip hop community, and for his sneaker collection. Throughout his career, he produced songs for Jay-Z, Biggie, Rakim, Lil Kim, and many more. He referred to himself as God's favorite DJ. You blessed us. Thank you, Rest Easy legend, God's favorite DJ. Yes, DJ Clark Kent has passed away, sadly. Damn, sorry to hear that. Oh, damn, that is. I'm so sorry to hear that. Anyway, yeah, we got some Venom. We got some Venom. Venom 3 has been kind of a flop. We'll see how that turns out. But Crunchyroll got caught in 4K. Basically revealed that the voice actor revealed that one of the voice actors at Crunchyroll revealed that Crunchyroll have been taking their mail from them. They've been stealing mail from them. They won't allow them to actually get the mail and gifts and such like that. And it's a big incident there. Scroll all the way back up to see Powers comments about that. Hero Hey did a video on that. Rev made a video on that one, and Rev and Geeky and Neon and Clownfish made a video on that one. We definitely got some animation stuff as well. Power is also bringing up the whole censorship hoopla with Sonic X Shadow Generations, which is absolutely weird, Mama Bear, because it's like, let's bring this up real quick. I'm just going to bring this up real quick. I don't know if Mama Bear's still there. Let me bring this up real quick. So, first off, one of the first things is you can't so here's the first thing. So instead in the original game, Sonic kind of pushes Amy's face back, but in the remake, he just gives her plate of cupcakes because that's not weird at all. I don't know, Mom Bear's not here. Rouge is whatever's cleavage is left is already been censored now. And even so much to the point where they even had to censor her back. So her bat wings look like they just clipped in. It's just a lot of different. I'm okay, this is clearly this is for the modern audience and shit like that. Okay, what was the point of these? What was the absolute point of these? Yeah, anyway, Punk, good afternoon to you. Oh, on the phone. Okay, so on the phone, Punk, good afternoon to you. Let me go ahead and say Mom Bear will be right back.
Hello.
You see this, right?
Yeah, I see
it. First off, so just pushing her away. That's just it. He's just pushing her away, but then it gives her some cupcakes. I don't understand that. I don't understand that. And also changed Amy's backstory to be, not love struck with Sonic anymore. That doesn't make any fucking sense. And the big one here is so not only did they censor Rouge's cleavage, because I guess bad tits are just I guess that's a no-no. I guess it's not for the modern audience. But they censored back.
bad.
They covered her back. Like, now her bat wings look clipped in, don't you think? And that's barely any cleavage, okay? Barely.
Well,
Like,
boobs are bad.
Just like, this is the modern audience, okay? This is for the modern audience, y'all. Anyway. Oh, yes, Eli. Yes, Eli's reminding me of the Nikkei anniversary as well. Very absolutely cool to hear about that, Sean. Sean acting up as well. Sean, you're definitely welcome. As soon as you get home from CVS Pharmacy, you are very much happily welcome. And shut up, Sean. Yes. Okay, listen. This was something that I used to play Fortnite with Fat Steven back then, and this was not a name he gave for me. This was a joke that everybody ran with. Because it was like,
started it?
everybody referred, I did.
There you go.
Yeah. Because I made a joke. I was like, so we got Big Daddy Fortnite and Black Daddy Fortnite. And then I was just like, oh, sweet Jesus, what did I just do? Everybody kept calling me Black Daddy Fortnite.
Black Daddy Fortnite.
Like I said, Sean's got the exaggerated swagger of a black teen. Sean's got the exaggerated. If you guys remember that clip, you guys remember that from IGN. Lucky Nako. Good. Damn, man. Dr. Afro, good morning to you. Good midday. Strong Peak Headshots. Don't need no man. Congratulations, the Sonic franchise from my faculty across this middle school. Oh my god. Anyway, we got a lot to go over, and I got some stuff to share. So you heard Squeaka. Smack that like button, make it jiggle, but yeah, this will not become the Squeaka ASMR show anytime soon. So if anybody was expecting that, that's not going to happen. And of course, as promised, I will play that stupid ass song at 30 likes. We get to 30 likes. You smack that. You guys make that like button jiggle 30 times, and I'll play this stupid song.
I'll make the panties drop.
Yeah. Anyway. We got a lot to go over, and I got a lot to sketch. So, first thing we're going to do, first order of business, we got to do the costume rating. And for just based on the votes right now, the one that's getting the most vote, it's a tie between Brianna's Jessica Rabbit and Sia's Jane Doe. That's like a three-way tie. That is insane. That is a hell of a tie there. Now, first thing we're going to do, Let's go ahead and just get right into it. So I'm gonna go back and scan my camera. So first thing we do. First up, Kiki. All right. 1 to 10. We got some 10s earlier this week, but on Kiki's costume.
I love the hair color.
You love the hair color. This is based on Nicole. This is just bias, okay?
Bias.
But rate on a scale of 1 to 10, guys. Of course, if it's 0 to, if it's 0, of course, you guys know. If it is, we've been doing this all this month. Of course, 0. If it's a 0 to 4, that is a. Oh! Ew! Dude! What the fuck? 5 to 6 is okay. Decent. 5 to 6 is okay. 7 or 8 is.
Oh my Jesus.
She bad, ain't she?
Lord Jesus Christ. I gotta go. I gotta go.
Of course, a 9 is.
Oh my God.
And then, of course, if it's that perfect 10, then you know what song I'm going to play. So, on a scale 1 to 10, guys, what do you guys think?
I love that. I gotta go.
Yeah, exactly. Punch said a 6, so it's decent. It's decent. Okay. Nako and Denman is set an 8. Afro is giving it a 9. What about you, Mount Bear?
Honestly, I'm with like the 8.5, 9 crowd. I love it.
You're an 8.5, 9.
I love it.
Oh my god.
Oh my God.
Especially compared to.
Oh my god, I gotta go.
It's okay. Let me put this here. We're gonna put this. I'm gonna put this side by side. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do a little side by side because this is the for those who don't know who Kiki is dressing up as. If you guys are not familiar with, if you guys are not familiar with, of course, Zenless Zone Zero. This is Kiki's costume, and she's dressed up as Nicole. So you guys can see the side-by-side comparison. Does that bump up a rating, or does that go down, or does that still stand?
I love it. I still love it.
The fact that she dyed her entire curls pink, though, that shows dedication.
It is not hard. It's not easy to get pink when your hair is dark. To go to wigs. I'm still trying to get a light enough to go pink.
But by the way, they said. By the way, this was on vote yesterday. By the way, last week we voted. Y'all voted last week. Y'all voted, and I was like, should we just give Kiki a wig? And it's like, no, y'all wanted to dye those curls, and I'm like, all right, y'all gonna get all right.
Obviously, I'm in favor of wigs because
yeah, but the chat said no, dye the curls pink. All right, okay, it's like okay then. But as a side by side, I got to say, yeah, I think I'm in that same point. I think that's a 9 for me. They're not demure like original. Okay, Sean, I want to know what Sean's rating is now.
No, Sean didn't put in a vote. I thought Sean put in a vote.
They have to be like original. Shut up, Sean.
I am so tired of that word. Oh my god.
My leg. So I think we're at that 8 to like 8.5. I think I'm at an 8.5. I think I'm just like stuck between an 8.5 and a 9, just because that probably takes some dedication to dye every single inch of your curls pink. And it's probably going to be a nightmare to remove all that hair dye afterwards. My rating 10 for my GF Lord. I meant for the drawing, Sean. I meant for the costume, Sean. Sean's effing me. Sean is effing with me in the chat right now.
He's doing that. I don't see any other females. I see my girlfriend. I will only rate my girlfriend. My girlfriend. My girlfriend is over again.
We're rating the costume here. What does your girlfriend think? How about
Digital.
that? That's a good question. What does Art Attack's girlfriend see the costume? What does she rate it? I want to hear that. I want to look forward to that. I want y'all to hear that. I'm gonna see Sean does it. If Sean's girls listen and watch it, I want Sean to show her this and give it a rating.
No, you gotta love a guy like that. I don't care if it's a drawing. I only see my girlfriend.
There you go. Sean's girl gives it like a perfect 10. I'm like, you know what? That counts. You know what? I'm gonna count that. I want to hear it. I want to hear that, Sean. Come on. Anyway, all right. So now the big question here is, which one of the 4 is the best one, though? Which one? I want to hear it.
I'm honestly split. I love Kiki's.
They went out of their way.
I love
they
Kiki's,
went out of their way.
But I also love bloody hell. One on the end with the green gloves.
Skyla's ultimate.
Skyla, thank you.
Because
Love it.
Y'all were losing it. Everybody was losing it with that Ultimate Freyna cosplay that I was doing last week. Y'all lost it. By the way, the video will be up. The speed painting video will be up tomorrow. So the speed painting video will be up tomorrow. So we'll be that. Oh God, for me.
Yes,
I am so torn. I am so like torn because the chat, everybody in the poll is voting for. It's like a two-way tie between Brianna and Skyla in the very middle. Brianna and Saya in the very middle because it's hard for me. Like the thing is like yeah, it's just like Skyla was just like a freaking showstopper. The whole thing, which is her going as Ultimate Freyna, and that was a last minute change too. If you guys remember back on Makini a couple episodes ago, that was a last minute change. We changed it. Oh, it was supposed to be Eve, but y'all said Ultimate Freyna, and everybody, and even Bob Bear was asking me why did you go Ultimate Freyna this time? And I'm like, you know what? You're right. You know what? Let's do that. It turns out that worked, and that worked to a great effect. So,
like, I'm sorry if you have fishnets as an option,
you
always
just
choose
doing it
fishnets.
just because you just doing it just because of fishnets, ain't you?
Yes.
Okay then.
Yes.
It's so tough.
And clearly, people agree with me.
The thing is like Bree though. Like Bree underwent probably a massive transformation.
Yeah.
And it's like so incredibly elegant of her to pull something like that off. And it's like I still think Bree's design kind of blows me away. It's just kind of how well I was able to pull that off, how well she's kind of able to pull it off, especially the fact that, she got rid of her entire dreads. She had to straighten out her entire dreadlocks to make, to pull the Jessica Rabbit look. And
for me, losing the dreads is that sort of point for me because,
it loses that point.
I have a soft spot for locks though. Love them.
I was thinking because I thought to myself, it's like, could I curl those locks in a way that would resemble Jessica Rabbit's hairstyle, though? I don't know if that was something you'll pull it off.
Yeah,
that's a 4.
Punk is high.
Punk is high. Punk is high.
Punk is high.
But Bree is kind of the one that just kind of like was stunning to me because she pulled it off. Seriously, Saya. It's incredibly fitting. I thought her as Jane Doe was incredibly fitting, especially that mod that I showed off. I was like, yeah, it works, and it really works here. Plus, the thing that you have for like fishnets is the same thing that I have for like torn up like leggings or torn up pantyhose. That's kind of that same thing. That's the same affinity I have. So. Size is really good, and Kiki just like if you guys paid attention to the dialogue in the intro, that Kiki only really like had to color her curls only because of Brianna going all out to just get rid of her dreadlocks just so that so that she could be a 1-for-1 representation of Jessica Rabbit. I like to think that was kind of the inspiration. And I think Kiki just like freaking nails it so well. It's like, I think I wouldn't be there are certain aspects of I think what this works, and I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to show you all real quick before we get into the topics. I know this is a long intro, but before we get into the topics, I want to show you guys the Halloween costumes from last year. Yeah, last year's Halloween costumes. So let me go bring that up real quick. So this one right here. So Saya dressed up as Jason. Kiki dressed up as Gum for Jet Set Radio. Brianna dressed up as Hardbell from Bleach, and then Skyla just going all out dressed up as Juliet from Lollipop Chainsaw. And I was like, there's probably no way I could probably top this, but I think we can easily agree. I think they topped it. I think they completely just blew the doors off. So I'm just wondering how next year's Halloween costumes are going to be like. But it's hard for me to pick a favorite. But if you really had to think about it, I gotta go with Brianna's Jessica Rabbit, just because of how much it felt like a transformation. It felt like a complete transformation. The fact that somebody of her build and her stature going out of their way to pull it off just so incredibly well. So I think Brianna is my personal favorite for that one, and for Mom Bear, it's the ultimate frame. It's Skyla's ultimate Freyna cosplay. So yeah, let me know what you guys. Make sure you vote and vote in the chat. Let me know what your favorite costume is so far. Now, that's not excluding. Now, of course, that's not excluding.
Well, you currently got them voting on what they want us to talk about first.
Yep, I got. Yeah, and but I want to share 3 more. This one right here. Maricel dressed up as Morgan was like just absolute just showstopper. Made perfect sense. Cat's Rena cosplay did incredibly well, but honestly, as great as those are, I feel like for me personally, they pale in comparison to Squeaka's Bernice cosplay. We had so much fun. I think this is probably the most successful Maktober we've done, and you guys are all getting it in your art batches this month. And I got to this is something that we got to do every year. Is just getting the girls dressed up for Halloween is so much fun, and as kind of my final gift, we're gonna draw all of them. I'm gonna have a drawing of all of them together in one picture, just because just to celebrate Halloween, So that's like 12 different girls I gotta draw in one picture. And I still got to figure it out. But going back up to the earlier poll, I asked you guys. We got plenty of tricks and treats this today. So make sure you guys have your pumpkins ready. Okay, y'all, everybody's ringing that doorbell. All right, so we got a lot of candy to give out today, don't we, Mom Bear?
All candy, no corn.
All candy, no corn, exactly, and a lot of tricks too. And the first bit of candy that I'm going to give you guys out, and this is one that you guys voted for, is, of course, Blade. So, there's a great saying. Some motherfuckers always trying to ice skate uphill, and I think we can agree. I think we can unanimously agree that with the Blade, with Marvel's Blade, MCU Blade reboot with Mahershala Ali as the titular character, they've been trying to ice skate uphill since it was announced. And by the way, I want to let y'all know. I'm gonna let you know, Mom Bear. Do you know? You remember what year that the Blade reboot was announced?
I can't even remember when it was originally announced.
2019.
For real?
5 years. It has been 5 years, and they've underwent multiple rewrites. They've underwent rewrites. They've underwent multiple directors, and they still haven't even done shooting. They haven't even done principal photography, like principal shooting.
They haven't gotten out of the writer's stage.
No, and the best part is, like, this is slated for a 2025 release. Okay, this was slated for a 2025 release. So you ask yourself, like, what the hell, guys? Like, what? Seriously, like, what the hell is going on with the Blade reboot and such like that? I just want to make sure.
It's pretty obvious what's going on. Nothing. Nothing.
It still works. It still works. Okay. All right. Sorry. No. I realized I could turn off Droid Cam and my camera still works.
Okay.
Oh, no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Oh, no, it doesn't. Unless there's I'm wondering if I can record. Droid camera. Can I record with Droid Cam? I don't think I can. let's see. Hold on a second. Do you want to go ahead and start reading?
Give me a second. Go full screen.
All right. There we go. Is that big enough?
That's what she said. Yeah, that's good.
All right. There we go. You can go ahead and start.
Yeah. Marvel's Blade reboot continues to ice skate uphill as Disney removes Mahershala Ali-led film from 2025 release schedule. Guest premiere date to Predator Badlands. No kidding. It should seriously not be this hard to make a movie whose basic premise is cool black guy kills a bunch of vampires, sometimes using katanas, but alas, Marvel Studios has found a way. In the latest stumble for their infamously stuck in development hell attempt to bring Blade into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, following a number of delays and setbacks to its production, Marvel has now completely removed the Daywalker solo film from their upcoming 2025 release schedule.
Yikes. Just like okay, so on, if you guys caught, I think it was the Wednesday Makini in the morning. I think the Wednesday segment of Makini in the morning. I kind of pitched my I did a whole pitch of my I did a whole freaking pitch of
Your trilogy.
My Blade trilogy. And it involved something that played to a more psychological aspect with Dracula's return, or with Dracula's kind of resurrection.
Where are you
and
going?
it
I need to read that. Thank you.
What? And it being like a blood, it being like, you know, it was going to be, we're basically going to make every single use of that rated R. It was going to be, it was going to be bloody. It was going to be gory, but it was going to be bloody. It was going to be violent. Of course, Wesley Snipes reprising his role, just in a different universe. I was going to have a gender swap Dracula.
Honestly, I don't even think you need the Dracula. I think Dracula was the hard part. Was kind of the deal breaker was one of the deal breakers.
Okay. So have like some kind of like female vampire then.
Yeah.
Make her sexy as fuck.
Like
as fuck. Maybe like some kind of vampire succubus hybrid that plays to Blade's emotions and such like that. And it was going to be a 3-picture like trilogy. And I was like, okay, Marvel, hire me for this one. This idea, it's a pretty simple premise, okay?
That's the sad part. It really is a very simple premise. Get a good-looking black guy, you know, who can act cool. A bonus if he's got the martial arts skills that Wesley Snipes does. You know, hand him a sword and have him kill a bunch of vampires. That's your premise. We don't need anything more than that. Give him a bunch of cool ass weapons.
And the thing is like, you know, like. The thing is that, you know, when you said it,
no Triple H.
No Triple H, yeah, exactly.
No Triple H.
No Triple H. No Triple H. Oh my god. The funny thing with that was that like the funny thing was just like there's that line in Deadpool versus Wolverine and Deadpool is like there's only one Blade. It's only gonna be one Blade, and
that's
honestly,
all there will be.
and let's be real here, Wesley Snipes, even though he's pushing like 60, he's still got it. Like
he could still do it.
Like, holy
granted, he did say in an interview that putting on the suit it does show you where he needs to bulk back up a bit, but he still looks just as good in the suit. When they bring him back, though, somebody give him a haircut, please.
What, you
did
don't
not
like that
love
white
his.
streak? You don't like that white streak?
No, it's not the white streak. I just didn't love the whole kid and play haircut that they gave him.
I actually like that though.
I didn't like it. I didn't like it. It looked odd for him.
There are two lines. There are two lines I want to bring up because I want to bring up these two lines here. I'm sorry, we're going off to you just for real quick. There are two lines that still crack me the fuck up. When I was watching some clips from Blade, and this one from Blade. This one from the first film in Blade Trinity still cracks me up.
Oh, you out of your damn mind? Fuck, are you out of your damn mind?
Can't tell you that they'll kill me.
Kill you, motherfucker! I'll kill you.
I'll
just enjoy it better.
I'm sorry.
That's the haircut I was expecting.
Are you out of your damn mind?
Can't tell you that they'll kill me.
Kill you, motherfucker! I'll kill you.
I'll just enjoy it better.
Love him.
That was those two
But that's the haircut I was expecting, you know? That's the haircut I was expecting. But what they got was just bigger.
Yeah, exactly. All right, you want to continue?
Just drop him by the Daywalker Barber, please.
Exactly.
Oh,
exactly.
one sec, I got a phone call.
All right. As relayed to the public by numerous entertainment reporters, including Deadline's Anthony D. Alessandro, the development regarding Marshall Ali-led project was confirmed on the morning of October 22nd when an update on the House of Mouse theatrical plans revealed that not only Blade was no longer set for his November 7th release date next year, but also had specifically given the next Predator franchise entry to Predator Badlands. And while it certainly doesn't inspire confidence in the titular Vampire Hunters MCU prospects at current, or if any official word from Marvel Studios, Disney, or Ali himself, it seems that this latest scheduling change is being considered as an indefinite delay rather than a full-on cancellation. To the same end, none of these three entities, nor anyone related to them, has offered a public comment on the latest Blade setback. Per previous reports, this is far from the first production-related setback to befall what is shaping up to be one of the MCU's biggest fumbles, and that's saying lightly. Announced back in 2019 at San Diego Comic-Con, it would receive its first director in the form of Mowgli and director Bassem Tariq. However, just a year later, it would announce that the two would be exiting continued shifts in Marvel's production schedule. Quote, Bassam is no longer moving forward as director of Blade, but will remain an executive producer on the film, Marvel told Hollywood Reporter. We appreciate Bassam's talent and the work he's done to where it is. Then, in 2022, Marvel Studios tapped Lovecraft Country director Jan Demange to step in the director's chair. But like Bassam before him, Demange would only stay attached to roughly a year and a half as before, reported in 2024 by The Wrap. Likewise, he chose to leave the project. And that's to say nothing of the fact that across 5 years production hell, Blade's gone through 6 script revisions, according to rumors, and have all been done in the service of trying to navigate the project away from its intention of introducing Blade's daughter as the franchise's main anti-vampire fighter in actually favor of losing the man himself. Yeah, so there was plans to have Blade be basically be taken over by, to basically be replaced by his basically be sidelined for his daughter taking over as the main prospect in the MCU, and that underwent a lot of revisions because it's a very simple premise and you guys keep screwing it up. But the fact that they would consider the idea of going Blade's daughter to take over and have him being sidelined is a bad idea. And I assume that was probably following the absolute disaster that was the Marvels and the whole MCU ish that was going on. Further adding to how its release date has been pushed back 3 times prior to its latest delay, Marvel Studios boss Kevin Feige reportedly outright yelling in anger over the film's abysmal quality and public complaint from Ali's attorney Shelby Weiser in that her client Blade's contract closed in 2019 and they still haven't shot it, which is pretty crazy. Pretty much the craziest thing in my professional experience. Quote. And suffice to say, at this point, it looks like it looks like it will take straight up a miracle for Ali's version of the Daywalker to see the light of day, quote unquote, and provide more true to day words of the original cinematic Blade in Deadpool Wolverine. There's only one Blade. There's only ever gonna be one Blade, and his name is Wesley Snipes. So, from my personal standpoint, this should have been canceled. You spend nearly what? Five years to do this Blade reboot. 5 years to put this reboot together, and underwent so many different revisions, different directors coming off the project, and it is an absolute financial, and it's going to be it's a disaster. It is a complete disaster. And that's also what I was saying on the Wednesday show. Just like, it's just not going to work. It's just, I don't think this is going to be a whole lot of work. And yeah, like Emerald just said, it's a lot of revisions. And I do think that this should have been just closed out. This should have closed. Like, this should have been just canceled. Just outright cancel and just move on, because we knew that this... Sorry about that. No, but we realized that this cancellation wasn't going to work. This film wasn't going to work. Absolutely not going to work. And it's probably going to be in development hell at this point. Let's go read some of the comments here. Just look how much time and expense it took to make such a masterpiece as the very first full Blade. $1 billion entertainment company can't do what was done in the 90s through passion and love for the character. You know what? Andrew Fantomi, that's Don DeMarco. That's Don DeMarco on that one. Snipes only further drove the point that his past summer showing that he can't be easily replaced. Feige is too soy to get this made properly. Yikes. Yeah, just pulled the plug. They'll have to rename the old man Blade. Marvel has to feel like idiots. 5 years of nothing, and Ryan Reynolds brings down the house with Blade as a supporting character. He was the biggest talking point after the film dropped, and he absolutely was. If this didn't get past like 2 revisions, pack it up. It's a red flag. I agree. I totally agree with you on that. This will perhaps be one of the biggest superhero movies when it's this perhaps become one of the biggest superhero movies when it's finally made. After all these changes and modifications, I can't wait. Great news, Disney. Getting the movie rights all important and remarkably sensible. This development will not suit the patient patrons who will know the value of wanting perfection. Like, yeah, and pretty much here, there's only been one Blade, and there's only ever going to be one Blade. I agree. So yeah, at this point, I just say, damn, Sean is not Sean is furious. Oh my goodness. Okay. Sean ain't happy. Sean is not happy, man. What are you doing to my boy Blade?
My leg! My leg!
Yeah, just I don't know what to tell you, Marvel. All I can say is
You stupid.
Yeah, Marvel, you stupid. Just absolutely stupid. Anyway, this is it, man. We'll I look forward to hearing that the Blade has been, that another director has left the project and that had to underwent a 7th or 8th revision. I'm so glad I left the MCU after Endgame. That's all I can say. I am so glad I left the MCU after Endgame, man. That's absolutely it is absolutely insane what is going on with the Blade reboot and social with the Blades integration that they're walking. It's like I said, it's just a simple, like just a simple. It's just a simple premise, guys. It's a simple premise that doesn't need to like. It's a simple premise that just doesn't need any further explanation. It's very simple to pull off, and you know, like it's come on, y'all. Just come the hell on. But yeah, we're cooked. We are cooked. You know what else is cooked? Because we're gonna stick into the sticking to Disney news here. The next thing we're gonna talk about is we're gonna keep it to film. Support here. Now, I don't care. I walked away from a galaxy far, far away years ago. After the Last Jedi, after that specific film, just destroyed any love that I had for this franchise. Destroyed any love that I had for this franchise. And now what we're getting into is there's supposed to be a Charmaine Obey-Chinoy directed Rey-centered Star Wars film. As Kathleen Kennedy is not. Kathleen Kennedy still there at Lucasfilm, still doing her thing there, and just a disaster, especially after what happened with, The Acolyte. I still need to make a new OK Boomer, just that manless thing, just this dumbass manless Stenberg dancing like an idiot. But Charmaine Obey-Chinoy, the new Jedi Order is supposed to be episode 10. The screenwriter has exited the project. This is coming from That Park Place, John of Trent. New report claims that Lucasfilm is seeking a new screenwriter from its new Jedi Order film that expected to star Daisy Ridley and directed by Charmaine Obey-Chinoy. Reporter from Matt Bellini at Puck claims that Stephen Knight, who had been tapped to write the film after Lindelof and Justin Britt Gibson, by the way, Lindelof, you guys may know from the atrocious HBO Watchmen series, were dumped from the project is off the new Jedi Film Order project. Baloney added, quote, Lucasfilm is now hunting for a new writer on the new Jedi Order, which almost certainly means that the film will not be ready for December 2026, and has stated that Disney has staked out for its next Star Wars film release. Listen, Star Wars has not had, so the franchise has not had a theatrical release since the rise of Skywalker back in 2019. Since then, it had been sticking to, what you've been seeing on Disney Plus with like shows like The Mandalorian, Ahsoka, Bad Batch, etc., etc. Of course, The Acolyte, and it's Star Wars is just not at a good spot. It's just not in a good spot anymore, and I think this had really something to do with that too. The report claims, following Daisy Ridley, the claims that things are evolving with the film during screening for her recent film Magpie. She added, I am very excited. There will be an update soon. As far as Knight being off the project is not surprising. Back in September, Scooper and entertainment analyst WDW Pro, go subscribe to them, speculated that Knight had moved on, given that he announced he plans to open a studio in LA to film Peaky Blinders. Knight told BBC, quote, I'm going to open a Digbeth lock studio where people can go and look at what we're doing, see pictures, decks, and videos, what's happening, so people in LA can experience what we're doing at Digbeth. Following the report, WDW speculated, quote, he is wrapped up in opening studios. That is no small endeavor. And our understanding is that he is supposed to be working with the Ray movie, Sharmina Bay Chinoy with Lucasfilm. That would be an ongoing process. It seems that Lauren, and again, we could be wrong, but it seems that now he's going to be working on Peaky Blinders thing. And that makes us wonder if the Ray movie has been delayed so that he could work for years and years to come back, and that he's been removed and nobody knows yet. Which would not portend well for the Ray movie either. So that's where we're being led to believe perhaps the Ray movie expect to be even more hiccups. It's very interesting. Interesting.
It doesn't address the one question, though. If the Ray movie falls in the Disney universe, does anyone give a shit?
Yeah, it's like if a tree falls. It's like a tree falls in the forest. It doesn't make a sound. It's like,
yeah. Well,
I don't think this is gonna. Like, I just
we know if it's revolved with Ray that it will make a sound, and that sound is usually John Boyega yelling Ray. They did my Boyega very dirty.
Yeah. Like. It's just with this like I don't think the Ray movie is going to even make a big like splash to like get to draw any like attention from like the discussion going on, the same way that we saw with kind of like what we saw with the Acolyte, kind of like what we saw with the Acolyte, you know what I mean? Like, because the Acolyte was like a big Acolyte, like the whole thing. I think people are still reeling from the Acolyte's cancellation. I was like, you know what? This was Disney. This is Star Wars made for y'all. This is the film. This is the audience you want, Lucasfilm. This is the audience you wanted. Then even then, nobody came through for it. And even then, nobody came through for it, you know? Like, I don't know. I don't know. It's just, I think it's just going to be more of a dumpster fire, especially just with how polarizing the Disney trilogy was and such like that, and how polarizing Star Wars brand is damaged. It's just damaged at this point. So, you know, me and Mom Bear have a long history with that too. So
that's how we met, is over that that whole IP. Just unlike the whole, you know, Finn race situation. This one actually gave the guy attention. So
I see what you did there.
Sorry.
Yeah, just I think like I said, I think one of the biggest fumbles, and I'm led to believe that this was intentionally done as a fumble, but one of the biggest fumbles was not giving the fans one last chance to see Han, Luke, and Leia together during The Force Awakens.
Yeah,
Jar Jar had that one opportunity, and we're never going to get that. Because, of course, everybody know Carrie Fisher passed away a year after The Force Awakens.
Yeah.
So we lost that, and the way how she was handled in both the later two films, Episode 8 and 9, it's just like
they lost their opportunity after the first one, after Force Awakens, because they killed off Han.
They did. I'm still pissed. I'm not pissed about the fact that they killed off Han.
I get why I get why the fans are upset, but the upset should have been directly after The Force Awakens. Because after The Force Awakens, you weren't going to get the three of them together. It had to be in The Force Awakens or not at all.
Well, you already know what I'm. You know why I'm upset about the whole killing Han though. You know exactly why I'm upset.
I don't know. They turned him into the whole deadbeat dad thing.
Yeah, they turned into a fucking. Oh, God, it just.
You and I have heard this over and over again.
Yeah.
I have served my time with this.
I have just to let everybody, for those who are new to the channel, the deadbeat dad trope hits a nerve with me. The deadbeat dad trope really hits a nerve with me.
Your parents are married. You have a dad.
Yeah, it's just this. I hate it. I've been advocating for like. I'm somebody who's been advocating that fathers don't get as much support and respect as mothers do nowadays, and I stand by that. So just see that was just insulting, and of course the biggest one is what they just what they did to Luke is I can't find forgivable. I find unforgivable.
Yeah. And I could direct you guys to channels that still go on about it to this day. I've served my time with this though.
Yeah, I've served my time. Yeah, we all have. We all have. And on a side note, you guys did not see. I did see Neurotic's list, and I agree with all of them except for one thing. I would put The Last Jedi at number 1, and I would put The Acolyte at number 2. I would just switch that out because. But
I ain't even bothering with this stuff.
The Acolyte just fucking.
Hey
man, former Harvey Weinstein's personal assistant, you know.
Unless they turn around and like give Finn his own movie with a lightsaber and all that, I'm not even interested. And even then, I'll only go because it's Boyega, not because it's Star Wars.
and I do think that it's just the big thing was just that even Disney was embarrassed with how the Acolyte just kind of really destroyed a lot of things too. You really can't despair. But this is damaged goods, man. Star Wars is officially damaged goods, and it's officially just not exciting.
Between how they have treated the fans, and then the fanboys reaction.
The shills and influencers and stuff like that.
The shills, the fanboys, the influencers, all of it. I'm done with it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm done with it. Honestly, the thing that turned me off from Star Wars the most wasn't Star Wars itself.
It was the people reacting.
The fans.
Oh, what was it? No, I want to share this one clip. This one clip will always cracks me up, though. This one clip always cracks me up. This was the this came from Collider. It's like oh no here. I will still laugh from this. It still cracks me up. Oh, let me bring this up real quick. Christian Harloff's meltdown over being snubbed at Galaxy's Edge. Oh, I still laugh about this. I still find this hilarious. I gotta show this real quick. All right. I gotta play this
and address this once and then be done with it. So on Frosty, Heidi, and Frank this morning, and we laughed because they said they're giving away tickets to Disneyland and Galaxy's Edge. And today I walked in and Roku's like, "Oh, here we're going to talk about Jedi Council. Do you want to leave with this or Galaxy's Edge?" I go, "We're not talking about Galaxy's Edge. Yeah, not talking about it." I go, "You know what? I'm going to talk about Galaxy's Edge in 2 years when I go."
Yeah.
Because am I a little butthurt? No, I'm a lot butthurt. Yeah. Business sense, to where. Arguably, the Star Wars show itself is the show because that is the Lucasfilm approved Star Wars show, and that's the show. I think that Jedi Council has been one of the leading Star Wars voices for the last 5 years. So I was confused, and this is and I want to make it clear that there's a different branch that between like the marketing, like there was a writer, freelance writer from Collider that was brought, and then she brought another writer from Collider. Jedi Council was not invited at all. So reached out, said, "Hey, we really would like to promote it. We'd like to talk about it." people who don't do any views on YouTube or
So
very
YouTube
small
did.
sites yesterday.
Yes to what I said. You asked to go and they said no.
Well, originally I did not. There was just no invite that came for all the media, and then I just followed up once and said, "Hey, so yes, but
Did you get a response?
no." And so then I said, I'm not following up again. But I also said that I just don't. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go as a fan, and I'm going to enjoy it, and I want to go, but I'm not going to promote it anymore. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm thinking more business sense than anything else. You know, there's all these shows out there, like the sites are out there. Why would you invite?
You're not
Jeff?
making business sense, though.
I am though,
Yeah.
because there's another reason. I don't want to report on other people's reports. I don't want to say like, well, Jermaine Lucier, who goes to fucking everything, he reported on this. So I'm going to go off his report.
If you had been invited and you,
Guess what? I'm not. I've been busting my fucking ass being a Star Wars fan for 5 fucking years.
I feel
on
the
show.
same way about.
I've been called shill. I get
Sorry, that's Christian Harloff, the Collider. This bust his ass become a Star Wars fan for 5 years. He didn't get an invite to Galaxy's Edge. Yes, I will call you shills. I will call you shills. All right. I just want to share because that's still a beautiful piece of information. Hey, Clarence, you know what? I'm gonna give you that. That is, for the fact that you were busting your
Clarence
ass for
is
Star
right.
Wars.
I love it.
Yeah. For the fact that you busted your ass for 5 years being a Star Wars fan and only for Disney Senpai to not notice you. I know that is some straight up
emotional damage.
emotional damage. Anyway. So I'm kind of starting off. I'm just kind of sketching up. Some like I was kind of like back and forth, kind of like deciding on how I want to do the pose and such like that. But I'm gonna try to see if I can fit like 12 girls in one picture. As possible. I know this is gonna be a failure, Clarence. You don't have to tell me. Shut up. Or I don't know if you're referring to me or you're referring to them, but yeah, I agree. That is a failure.
No, I think he's referring to the Star Wars fanboy.
Yeah, just like that's just what people were for. So yeah, it is what it is. So can we count? Okay. So the blade. Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Is the blade being shelved? Was that a trick or a treat? Is that a treat or a trick? What do you think?
I think it's a neutral, actually. I don't think anyone was really surprised that about the blade getting shelved announcement.
Mm-hmm. Okay. How about this?
I mean, like you said, they originally said it was going to announced it in 2019, that it was supposed to be coming out next year. Yeah.
Now with the Rey Solo film losing a screenwriter, was that a trick or a treat?
Again, I could care less about Star Wars.
That's a piece of candy. I don't think that's who's game. Well, here's this next one here. Here's the next one. This one, you can count this. I'm gonna count this as a trick.
All right.
See, let me preface this. Someone in my line of work, what is probably one of the most common things you would expect someone like me to be called? Think of it.
Black Daddy Fortnite?
No.
Art Pimp?
No.
I can keep going.
Grifter. We're just we're what I'm doing. A lot of people
that's what I wasn't going to pick.
Ape Eric's the Smash JTs, been called we're just a bunch of right wing grifters, we don't know anything. We don't know anything what we're talking about. We're just grifting y'all for clout. By the way, guys, Etsy shop link is down below, and super chat, give me money. Just saying, give me money. Gotta get that grift going, Well, we discovered last week that there was a bigger grifter. There was an actual big grifting scam, and So, Margaret, have you heard of the Game Awards?
The Gamer Awards. Yeah, I've heard about it.
Yeah. Okay. Have you heard of the Gaming Awards?
Do you think so?
It's GAYMING Awards.
No.
Well. This has come from Smash JT. The Gaming Awards grift exposed. How game journalists are cashing in on misleading promotions. And yes, that is gaming with a GAYMING Awards. Cheap pop shot. It's not a cheap pop shot.
So instead of gaming, it's gaming.
Yes. The video game industry has no shortage of controversies as I relearned what feels like every day, but its blatant examples of profiting comes from the Gaming Awards. One of the most blatant examples of profiteering comes from the Gaming Awards, an annual event designed to celebrate LGBTQ plus representation in gaming.
Okay.
On the surface, they may seem like a well-meaning effort to promote inclusivity, but digging deeper into their operations and pricing structures, it becomes way more clear that this event is nothing more than a cash grab designed to extort ridiculous sums of money from game publishers and companies in exchange for promotional exposure. Are you shocked?
You're shocked. I know, right?
I know. That is a shock.
And that's how we get. But that's how we get fantastic games like Concord and Dustborn.
Don't you dare! Dare bring that name up, okay? What I had to suffer. I had to suffer. Okay? That was like when Gina was asked to have to do that. When Gina Carano was asked to be a part that was forced to do that struggle session.
Uh-huh.
When she was getting fired from the Mandalorian.
These are
that was
well thought out things.
Really? By the way, go back. By the way, if you guys remember, if you guys who don't know, you guys do the Makini Live on. I think it was episode 3 of Makini Live. I did a 5-hour playthrough of Dustborn. It was a painful experience, to say the least. Painful experience, but are you shocked? No, not really. But let's look at these supporters here: Humble Games, Zynga. NYC Gamers, Queerty, Making Games. Games. Okay, that is interesting. So, if you guys don't know, okay, see, the Gaming with a Y Awards. This was actually promoted early this year during Summer Games Fest, and it was on IGN. Actually, let me go ahead and show you. Let's take a look here at the. Hold on a second. Let's go here and show the GAY. Awards. Hang on a second. The Gaming Awards, and this was promoted by IGN. By the way, this is the 2024 live stream here. This was during Summer Games Fest, and it starred these two individuals of these two absolutely lovely of Duran, Milady Confetti, of course. And this is all about LGBTQ representation in gaming. This is all about celebrating that. And you look at that dislikes, and all I can say is
I'm just happy I can.
Oh my god, that is some democracy.
Gentlemen, this is Democracy Manifest.
Oh, these comments are brilliant. Oh, these comments are brilliant. So cool. Now, where's the hetero awards, the white awards, the black awards? Make it for a single group. What's that word I'm looking for? Oh, yeah, that's discrimination. And what's this word I'm going to respond with? Oh, yeah. Don DeMarco. That's a Don DeMarco right there. Yeah, this guy ratioed all to hell, and IGN was promoting this, by the way. And of course, they turned off the live chat replay because you could expect what that live chat was going to be. Anyway, let's take a closer look at the absurd amounts of amounts that the Gaming Awards with a Y is charged for sponsorship opportunities. Okay, Mom Bear, you ready? You ready for this? Mom Bear? Oh, she's on the phone again. Okay, I want you all to I want you all to listen. I want you all to listen closely. Look at the screen. I want you to just take one nice look at that screen. Okay, Mama Bear.
Coughing fit. So it's up.
Excuse me. Did Little Bear just say booty cheeks?
Yeah, she's talking to the cat though.
Okay then.
Would you have preferred that she told him to get his truffles away from it?
Truffles. Okay.
It's what we call when he gets into the whole zoomy around the apartment. We call it the truffle shuffle.
Okay. Well, anyway, Mama Bear, I want you to listen nice and close. I want you to listen nice and close. Okay. Just listen. Just take it nice and listen. This is the amounts that they charge for quote unquote sponsorship opportunities. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right. So to be just labeled as a supporter for the Gaming Awards, it's $35,000. To be an indie festival sponsor, that's a nice 50 grand. To sponsor a single category or be a day sponsor, that's another 50 grand. To be an event sponsor, that's a cool 90 grand. And to be a presenting partner at the Gaming Awards with a Y, $150K.
See, the price they're leaving out is how much to actually win. That's why I don't do awards anymore.
What?
Well, that much, huh?
Especially this kind of like,
so the price of a brand new car, basically. The price of a brand new car. The price of a brand new car. Just to be
the price of your average rent, and sorry,
price of your average rent. And for the price of a Porsche, the price of a Porsche to be a presenting partner. No, scratch that. The price of a Ferrari for the price of a Ferrari to be a presenting partner.
I would assume that they would be more than that.
I mean, these prices are astronomical for what amounts to little more than just a vanity spot at a niche awards show that few outside the LGBTQ plus community and some game journalists care about. It seriously, like, okay, so this is what it is. Gaming Live, GAY with a Y. It is a 3-day virtual convention. It's a 3-day virtual convention of queer geekery held from Friday, October 18th to Sunday, October 20th. Queer geekery. I have never heard that. From AAA games to indies to anime to animation and drag to celebrity appearances, there's truly something for everyone.
Well, I think that second one just fully describes that.
The predominantly virtual nature of the convention removes barriers around accessibility and makes sure that it's fully inclusive to everyone in the world. Okay, why is this a virtual convention? And why are you charging that much just to be a partner, to be a supporter? For the price of $150K, y'all could rent out like a convention center. Y'all could rent out the Moscone Center in San Francisco to hold your event with these prices. Come on now. A virtual event, okay? Now, new for 2024, Gaming Live will see the launch of the Gaming Game Jam, a business day mini conference focusing on LGBTQ inclusivity topics. The total reach for Gaming Live is 5 million people.
That's it.
5 million.
There's more people in my city.
Compare this to the cost of sponsorships and at more mainstream gaming events, and the overpricing becomes more apparent. The gaming awards are exploiting companies' desires to appear inclusive and socially responsible, using representation as a weapon to pressure them into paying exorbitant fees. The tactic isn't limited to the gaming awards alone. Mama Bear. Game journalists, especially those affiliated with smaller outlets, have increasingly become some of the most shameless grifters in the industry. A recent promotional element from the Gaming Mag proves insight to just how deep this rabbit hole goes. Are you ready? Are you ready? We're gonna read this whole thing. Are you ready? All right. This is okay. So this is a letter. So just think of this way, Mob Bear. This is a letter. Okay, this is a letter sent out to you. Okay, and you're reading this in the email. Okay, so this is my pitch to let you know this is what this. Hi there. Did you know that 1 in 5 of all gamers in the U.S. identify as LGBTQ? That is huge, and that is well above the accepted community average of 8%. Do we have a source on that? I'm just
LGBTQ is a broad stroke. I myself fall under that.
We know that there's hold on a second, Mom Bear. Just let's continue. We know that there is similarly a large number of LGBTQ gamers throughout the UK and Europe too. Almost last year, 57 billion was spent in the US on video games. That means the spending power of LGBTQ gamers is 11 billion in the US alone.
Okay.
Again, a similar spending power of LGBTQ gamers is present across the UK and Europe.
I would like to know where they get their numbers.
Can we? I'm gonna press X to doubt here. I would like to know where you're getting your numbers from. 11 billion on LGBTQ stuff in gaming. 11 billion. Where are your numbers, please? Like
seriously, I would really love to know where these numbers are coming from.
Unfortunately, I can't play that line clip because it got copyright claimed.
Oh,
yeah. So you know what? I got a better idea. So for that 57 billion, for that 11 billion on LGBT gamers alone, all I can say is
it's false. No way. Not this time. We created it. Not this time. No, not this time. It's totally made up. Pure fiction. It's fiction. It's fiction. We made it up. We made this one up. It's a made-up tale. It's a total fabrication. It never happened. It never happened. This one was invented by a writer. Not this time. It never happened. It's false. It never happened. It's a fake. It's fiction. It's an urban legend that never happened. No way. We got you. Not a chance. Not this time. It never happened. It never happened. We made this one up. It's fiction. We made up this one. We made it up. Not this time. Wrong. Not this time. Not this time. You're wrong. Not this time. It never happened.
I don't believe that for a second.
Yeah, no.
This is totally fake. This is totally fabricated, okay? So what are your plans? So Mom Bear, let's get back into character. So what are your plans to reach
No, Clarence Price. I need the Shane McMahon theme music for this level of grifting. Dude.
So, okay, hold on a second. So, what are your plans to reach this large marketing segment for Pride in 2024? We have 2 packages starting at just £3,000. Read more below. The Gaming, with a Y, is the world's only LGBTQ video game magazine. It's the go-to resource for the LGBTQ gamer community, providing news, reviews, and stories about the video games world. Our annual Pride event called DigiPride takes place from mid-May through the end of June. It is a key time for activations and increased traffic to the website, as well as our live streams, Twitch and TikTok, and social media. It's perfect time to advertise with us. Benefits from this increase in traffic and attention for 2 months over DigiPride. What a great way to activate authentically and scale in the LGBTQ gaming community. So here we go. We offer we have 2 Pride offers now where we're celebrating by reducing our rate card prices by 40% plus. Our upgraded offer sees your brand featured as part of our DigiPride programming and our live streams to thousands of people, only thousands. £3,000, you get 2 months of advertising in one prime position on gaming, fully tracked and clickable straight to your website. 2 free social media posts, 1 per month, advertising your products to large social media fans. Total guaranteed impressions of 400,000. Full price of this package would be £4,800. And here's the second one, £4,500. All of Pride Offer 1 plus your product is featured in one of our Let's Go Gaming or Gaming podcast streams on Twitch and TikTok. By the way, they have I think they have over 17,000 followers on Twitter. They can barely grasp only like 1 or 2 likes in their posts. Just to let you know. Product depending on this could be a demonstration of product usage or even a short promo video you to supply. Paid social media to boost your social ad and reach a greater number of your fans and friends across 2 months. Total guaranteed impressions of 600,000. This offer is just for advertising. Activations to start on May 20th. Our space is limited and just the 5 advertisers. So act quick and let's chat.
No.
Oh, it gets better. It gets better. According to their pitch, hang on, listen. According to their pitch, for 7 or 8K, 4K if you're lucky to catch their Pride sale, game developers and publishers can get the following: regular banner advertising, social media posts promoting their game, guaranteed impressions, whatever that means, of 600,000 on social media, and feature spots in their podcasts and streams. But the kicker, the paid articles they offer. For a fee, they'll write and publish articles about your game. These articles are presented in genuine editorial content when in reality, they're nothing more than paid advertisements. That's pretty deceptive practice, if true. Yeah. Okay, so the here goes. This blatant lack of, you know what? Oh my god, I missed that. I should have played that. Clarence, thank you. Clarence, thank you so much. I need to play this clip.
That's a nice argument, Senator. Why don't you back it up with a source?
My source is that I made it the fuck up.
The blatant lack of transparency violates most of the basic principles of journalistic integrity. I think we haven't seen that before. Yeah, that thing. There's supposed to be a solid wall between business side of media companies and the journalists who write the content. But in this case, that wall has been completely destroyed. You're literally paying for articles, social media boosts, and impressions with no indication to the readers that these features are bought and paid for. Just impression. They have 17K and they can barely get any like 10 to 15 likes on their post. So much for social media impressions.
Yeah,
what's even more?
That's called bots.
They're cracking down on it too. They're cracking down on it now. It's botting starting to become illegal now. So there's that. What's even more disturbing is that this is an isolated case. There's many solicitations from smaller gaming outlets write paid articles, often without any form of disclosure. They push your game in front to their audience for a fee, and since their readership is often unaware of the monetary exchange, these articles appear as genuine recommendations or reviews. Unrelated, but a real-world example of this is happening. Something that Frost accused Nick Calandra of Second Wind. Yeah, go back then, a few months ago. It's a gross manipulation of both readers and developers, feeding into a cycle of deceit that undermines the credibility of gaming journalism as a whole. Yeah. So, it goes more into the Humble Bundle. It goes into the fact that, IGN's owned by Ziff Davis Media. Just all of this. And here's the bottom line. The Gaming Awards is one of the most egregious examples of this grift, but it's far from the only one. Events like these have become vehicles for opportunistic outlets to profit off the backs of companies desperate for positive PR, especially in the realm of diversity and inclusivity. In reality, these companies are paying for the illusion of representation, the illusion of authenticity, and the illusion of actual promotion, which it feels like more lining their pockets and buddies into the industry.
And I'm actually glad that they said that because while you're reading this, I'm thinking the entire time that this isn't anything new at this point.
No.
People like there are, it's not just with this, gaming awards or whatever nonsense. I've seen it with movie studios, and other places where their reviews are clearly bought. I mean, most of us can think of a certain, former Disney shill that is rumored to be notorious for only liking things if he's paid for it.
There are plenty of it.
Uh-huh.
Game journalists and outlets like gaming. The Gaming Awards aren't about celebrating LGBTQ representation. They're about making money and using the veil of inclusivity to get there.
Yeah, need the Ted DiBiase $1 Million Man theme.
Yeah, I could say the same. I could also probably say the same thing about anything that likes to put their rainbow flags for June. Just saying. Plain and simple, their exorbitant sponsorship prices combined with the shady pay for articles and social media boosts from IGN reveal what they truly are: the ultimate grift. And while it's easy to get caught up in the feel-good narrative of supporting marginalized voices in gaming, that's what they rely on you to do, nor reality. We need to recognize that this event is not promoting genuine inclusivity; it's exploiting the very concept for financial gain. Game journalists and outlets like Gaming Mag are complicit in this exploitation. They have blurred the lines between editorial content and paid promotion to the point where it's nearly impossible to tell the difference. It's a disservice to gamers, developers, and anyone who cares about the integrity of the gaming industry, and it needs to stop. In the end, the Gaming Awards are little more than a glorified pay-to schemes with game journalists in bed at the helm, cashing on companies who desire to seem socially responsible. Don't be fooled by the rhetoric. It's all about the money, baby. It always was. It always is. It's all about the green.
Yep.
So are we surprised? Are we surprised? No, not really.
No. Like I said, I've seen this across the board. I've seen this with certain movie studios. I've seen this over TVs, game. You and I have seen it over multiple games.
Oh yeah, this is basically just exploiting.
This movie coming out, it's going to be the bestest ever. So and so, it's and his studios, the movie that's going to be coming out, that's going to give you superpowers if you watch it. It's going to be the greatest.
This film is going to save lives.
It's going to save lives. This game will change your life if you play it.
Yeah, because it's all about check boxes. It's all about just check boxes, and it's just exploiting that.
It's not even check boxes. It's just about checks.
And by the way, everything that's going on with the Gaming Mag, everything that's going on with this grift. If you want to be real here, and this is where, and I'm going to get some dislikes for saying this. That's basically Pride Month in a nutshell. Yeah, it is.
It is. There's a lot of people.
Because every single major corporation will change their profile pics to rainbow. And then once Pride Month is over, they take it out. They immediately take it off.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of people in the LGBTQ community that really have no patience for Pride Month because it is clearly just a cash grab.
It's just a cash grab. It's a blatant cash grab.
We love everything Pride. We love you. We love you if you're on the rainbow spectrum. We love you. We love you. The moment July rolls around, ooh, go away.
Done. We're done.
We're done. Go away. We don't want you no more.
Exactly.
Your money's not as green here.
So that was brilliant. That was absolutely brilliant. Now, I've given y'all some palate cleansers. Okay, we've given some good palate cleansers. Now, here's another palate. We're gonna get to Dragon Age the Veilguard. By the way, we're gonna get to Dragon Age the Veilguard. By the way, to everybody who subscribed to my channel week over my Dragon Age video. Over my Dragon Age video, I want to say thank you to everybody who commented on that Dragon Age video, especially the toxic positivity video that I put out. I got a lot of comments on that, and thank you everybody. That was a great discussion, and you guys are freaking amazing. So big round of applause to everybody who commented on both of those videos, and especially to everybody who subscribed to my channel as well. I really appreciate that. Oh, by the way, Mom Bear, I forgot to mention the writer of this the writer of these articles. Guess what?
Smash JT.
They subscribed to me as well.
Awesome.
Yeah. He's I saw that and I was like, Smash J, and it happened on a Monday stream, and I was like, Smash JT subscribe to your channel. I was like,
dude, that's awesome.
Fuck yeah.
I will stand by the standard
Smash
notice that I do every time. We don't get me wrong, we love Smash JT. We love his articles because the man is dope.
He is,
but
he's on the road to 100,000 subscribers.
But the expressions of Smash JT do not necessarily reflect the opinions of Makini Draws, or
I know
Makini Draws, or the CSF Nation.
No, what it was that I mentioned, I super chat him on on his Monday live show that I do use his article, that I always cite his articles, and that's what got him to subscribe. So, but he does.
Honestly, I love how he writes them.
Smash does subscribe to a lot of smaller channels as well, because he completely understands what's it like being that and trying to grow and such like that. So he's always appreciative of anyone who cites his website, cites the videos and such like that. And I tell him all the time that, yeah, I'm always mentioning him. I'm always getting a lot of my stuff from him. Of course, I get my stuff from That Park Place, just from a lot of Bounty in the Comics, these guys. And like I said, the Smash, I think he's more of an actual journalist than anyone that we're seeing nowadays. Yeah, he's more of a real journalist.
Yes.
So yeah. So I lost it. Live. I was like, "Are you kidding me? Holy shit!" I was like, "It's my tail." I was like, "That's so awesome to see that." So, oh my god. So we're gonna need a palate cleanser. I'm gonna go forward to the last week's Makini live video, and I'm gonna cite this right here. Where
Diddly
is
physics?
Oh, no. It was the whole. It revealed to us the specific game that I want to share with you here. So this is from last week's Makini Live, and I want to go to the. Where is it? Here it is, right here.
Still can't hear it.
Oh, you still can't hear it? Okay.
No.
This looks amazing.
Awesome.
It looks unapologetically French, and I love that.
French. Only thing that could make it look like more French is if it gave you like le smack.
But no, you're gonna. Well, here's what happened, Mama Bear. I think the developers of Expedition 33, I think they heard what you said. And a day later, I think it was just after that show, I found this. Let me see if I can find it. Where is it? Is it not on the... I swear I saw... Oh, yeah. So, no. So they heard what you said. And
Sure.
this is what happened.
As-tu la moindre idée de ce que ça fait de disparaître à tout jamais?
Yes, he is carrying a baguette. The French hat, outfits, yeah, and it's all French dub too.
Souvenirs.
I love it.
Leurs rêves. L'amour qu'ils se vouent les uns aux autres. Nous
The weaponized baguettes.
existons et nous continuerons d'exister. Aussi longtemps qu'elle le voudra.
Dress up like mine.
Tu ne peux pas encore comprendre. Ce n'est pas de la cruauté.
Le plan n'a pas changé. On continue vers le nord. Direction le monolithe.
Je refuse de laisser Maël mourir ici.
Je fais des cauchemars.
Pourquoi refuses-tu de voir que je fais tout ça pour nous?
Il m'avait l'air familier, je crois.
Even the music isn't French.
I love it.
Puisse tout cela se décider sous leurs propres yeux, entre les barreaux de leur prison, dans l'ombre du monolithe.
I don't know who none of these actors are.
À bientôt.
Okay, can we go back to last week? To the clip from last week?
Which clip?
The clip from last week.
Oh. Hang on. Let me bring this up.
Because did I miss everyone having a baguette?
In the heart, and it's more. Let's see.
Ah!
Ah!
We just lost our viewers.
Yes, we did. Let me see. Good. It looks really good. And I think the best part is that this is turn-based. Oh, it's the same trailer, too. This is all turn-based. And tell me how... This Ben Starr... is there a specific thing is there a specific thing we're looking for?
Everyone in that one we just played had a baguette. They were the same damn outfit. They had a baguette on their back. Weaponized baguettes. I love it.
Just when you think that this game cannot get any more French, just when you think, Sacre bleu!
What's next? Croissants. Yes. Yes. Croissants as ninja throwing stars.
This has to be. I don't think it could get any more French than this. This has to be the most French thing I've ever seen, and I love it. Will I play this game? Probably. Will I play it with the French dub? Oh, hell yes. It wouldn't feel authentic. It doesn't feel authentic though. We could So if you guys would like to see me play this live at some point, let me know, because yes, I would play this, and we have to experience this with the French dub. There's no. I'm not doing this in English. I'm
Absolutely.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Absolument. Absolument.
This is brilliant. So I figured you would like this. Plus, this looks awesome.
Oh,
this
of
looks
course.
genuinely awesome. I feel like part of this game was made for Mama Bear in some way. It taps into the Harry Potter.
On the like extremely off chance. I really don't think that this came out because of my comment. But on the off chance, I freaking love it.
Thank you. Merci. Merci. Thank you.
Merci.
Let's just thank you. Any off chance you guys are watching, thank you. Also watching, thank you. Okay.
Oh my god,
so,
I love it.
Yeah. You just when you think it couldn't get any more French.
Everyone's got a baguette on their back.
Oh god, I gotta play this. It needs to be a weapon. I'm just saying.
Seriously, I was thinking that.
Oh,
just.
I gotta read the cup. There's
all of a
comments.
sudden, it's a baguette sword.
Oh, this one right here. I always believed in the weapon potential of baguettes.
I kid you. Oh my god.
Go ahead. I always believed in the potential.
I will kid you. I kid you not. This is a conversation I actually had with Mark with a C during the lockdown.
What?
Because he was like, I want you to be careful going into the grocery stores, and I'm like, I promise I will. And worst comes to worst, if anyone gets too close, I will grab a couple baguettes and fight my way out. Out. I literally, that is exactly what I said to him.
That's funny.
I'll grab a couple of baguettes and wield them like lightsabers.
I'm French. I can confirm this is how we dress when people start messing with us.
Yes.
We need a German trailer with lederhosen and sauerkraut now. Yes. Okay, we need a German trailer with lederhosen. Okay, yes, I am 100% behind this. Oh, so this looks like a French game with French voices, French baguette. It looks perfect. Yes.
Yes. French baguette.
If those baguettes aren't in game at all, I'm gonna riot. You can't get more French than this. You cannot get more French than this, okay? There's no way. There is just no way possible, okay? So hats off. Hats off
I love
to the
it.
developers for this. Hats off, okay? Now, Halloween is coming, and do you know what else is coming out this Thursday? What else is coming out this Thursday? Dragon Age, The Veil Guard. Okay. Yes, it is coming out this Thursday.
Absolutely. Emerald.
So, I am going. There's been a lot of hoopla. So I was right. So I said in my video, by the way, I want everybody, if everybody has not seen my Dragon Age video from Tuesday or Monday, check that out, please. I said in my video that we're going to hear more about Dragon Age The Veilguard up until its launch date. And I was correct. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So what we're going to do first is we're going to play the trailer. We're going to play the launch trailer because this is coming out on Halloween and the like to dislike ratio is almost down the middle. This will be very interesting. But let's go watch the trailer real quick.
Events are weaving together quickly. The fate of the world shall be decided soon. So those things we saw come out of the Fade.
Two ancient elven gods. They were horrific tyrants. The worst is still coming. Unless we stop them.
Artifacts that have been dormant for centuries are awakening.
Shut it down!
I'm trying!
The dead stir more easily than they should.
There! It's been feeding on the blight!
The streets of Treviso get more dangerous by the day.
The gods, I can feel their corruption.
The cult's gathering power.
Darkspawn are charging to Weishaupt.
You're the only force that can stop this. But not if they burn your castle to the ground. Get down!
I'm gonna give you this. I'll give you this.
Yeah.
It looks like they took a more serious direction with their trailers instead of the more humorous, like Fortnite-like direction. However, one thing I will say this: no matter how much they darken the color scheme, it still looks too much like a cartoon. It still feels like a cartoon. That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting. That's what I've been hearing from some of the people talking about the recent trailers and such like that, especially from Abysmal Critic. If you're not subscribed to her, or Murata as well, shout out to you. Longtime Dragon Age fans, it is a very mixed reaction to this game.
Stop this! But not if they burn your castle to the ground. Get down!
Well, you and I want to see like actual gameplay footage. Like, I'm loving these dragons. Don't get me wrong.
I like. There's some things I like. It's just it looks way. That is not a pretty face.
Not to be a pretty face.
I believe in all of us.
It is. So it is not sounding as strong there, and there has been some talks about the Veil Guard. Now, someone joked, I think that was Sean, who was joking about if I should do about me pulling a dustboard and having people fund in super chats to get me to play Dragon Age the Veil Guard, and I told Sean, no, we're not doing that again. Okay. You don't start donating super chats. We're not doing this again. Okay. So the answer is no. Okay. However, there have been a lot of people who have been talking about, the time they actually played with Dragon Age the Veil Guard from both sides of the aisle, and it has caused some bit of hoopla. This is coming from that Park Place. Streamers critical of BioWare's Dragon Age the Veil Guard are not given review codes.
Yeah.
So, and this was starting to pick up. This was picking up steam yesterday. Wolfheart FPS reports that at least 3 streamers and YouTubers were critical of Dragon Age the Veil Guard were not given an initial playtest, or were during an initial playtest were not given review codes for the full game. Wolfheart FPS reported 3 creators, myself included, were a bit more critical than others during our hands-on time with Dragon Age the Veil Guard. Not a single one of us will be getting a review code with time that will actually give opinions before release. Just as a thought to throw it out there. In a subsequent post, he added, please keep in mind that this does not mean that my critical opinion is more truthful than those who've been more positive. I'm just simply pointing out how marketing works. And this doesn't mean that the game will be bad. It will just be something to consider. And that is a fair point. That is a very, very fair point.
Yeah.
He also pushed back in response to YouTuber Kayla Elizabeth, sorry if I get your name wrong, noting that individuals who gave positive reviews did not get review copies as well. The quote, there were also people who were very positive who were also at the event who did not give in review copies. And I'm assuming that's during the playtest event. I definitely think you guys should have been given giving codes, but just want to point that out. It was not only people being more critical who weren't given review codes, she quote. Wolfheart responded, I understand that, and I did my research before posting. The point is that everyone I know who was a critical did not get a code, with two of us being heavily involved in the party-based RPG scene. It's just not a good look. It's however good look on the investor side of the equation, though. Play it. No, we're not. No, I'm not going to. Okay. So, sounds like there's some hoopla with people who have been critical of the game, not given review codes, and people who may not have been critical, given review codes. It's an interesting situation, but this does stem from a video here. In his video titled "Playing Dragon Age: The Veilguard Early," Wolfheart FPS concluded that in the end, overall, my initial impressions wise, this game is pulling me into so many different directions, it's leaving me very conflicted. As a fan of the franchise as a whole, as someone who's already gone through the mourning period of the DA franchise, would head more towards the CRPG direction, towards the or more towards the deep, complex RPG direction. I guess I could say I do find myself still excited to jump back in on release. With that said, I can't confidently say to you all that my audience that, yeah, this was a definitive buy. My guess is this game will unfortunately continue to be quite divisive, but I could be wrong. And the thing is that, from a lot of the comments that I was getting from the video as well, it seems that there's a lot of divisiveness with this game, and especially from the videos I've been seeing going on. I've been keeping a close eye on this ever since I made that video and such like that. And now, especially after what we saw with the character creator, not having more focusing on the top surgery scars, and how it just doesn't seem like there's much of a it just seemed like it's just not you can't really create
non-existent booty slider.
Non-existent booty slider, such like that. Yeah, exactly. Well, button booty slider, because it's like
it just turns the booty from an innie to an outie.
Yeah, and just how we're pointing out that we were being objective, despite the fact that someone was saying what I was saying. My comments were straw man, and I'm like, this is just from what I'm seeing. This is just from what we're seeing so far. We would like to be wrong.
Who said the comments were?
Remember that comment I was showing you? Okay, let's go back. Hang on. Let's go back. And I did agree with that comment. I'm just like, we're being objective here. This is technically, I'm a tourist. If you guys want to look at it, I'm a tourist in regards to Dragon Age. Okay, so I've never played any of the games, so I can't really have much to say on the matter. It's just from what I'm seeing with this character creator. And let's go. I'm going to go back right here. Let's go all the way back, because this was from a couple weeks ago.
I'm just going to clarify. When we critique stuff like sliders, we are doing this as artists, not only as gamers, but as artists as well.
Let's go back. Let's go back, because
this was when I see a booty slider, I want to see the booty like really pop out.
And this right here, this one right here, I made a comment about IGN's video regarding the character sliders, and I just made a joke that, like, okay, so my favorite feature of the character creator is the introduction of body sliders, and I was like, okay, cool, so I can make a short stack elf, right? No. Okay, so we got body sliders, neat. Adjust the glute slider to 100%. Hi, BioWare. I adjusted the glute slider to 100%. Why do they still look flat? Sorry, those body types are realistic. This isn't meant for the male gaze. But this is a fancy game. You even provide diversity. There's even a vitiligo slider. You can even add top surgery removal scars to your character. And I got blocked. That was just a joke. And as you can see here, that's at 100%.
I would be saying it serious though.
Yeah, it was like, okay, so you had top surgery scars, vitiligo sliders, and this is one of the comments I got. Look, I'm all for big boobies and round butt, big tits, round butts and large bulges, short stacks, tall kings, queens, non-binary monarchs. And for what I'm seeing, the character creation is somewhat limiting when it comes to body proportion. But the footage isn't final. We haven't seen all of the character creation options, and it's totally possible that there are body types within different ranges.
Right. No, I remember this now.
Having wide ranges for the sliders causes problems with clipping and makes textures look awful. So they may have chosen to instead provide a wide array of models with a lower range of modification. Additionally, what you presented as a straw man. No one has claimed that this is because the game is not for the male gaze. No one said that big butts are unrealistic. I think this is an artistic choice made because of technical properties of textures and models. Okay, that's a fair point, but even looking back at it, it's still objectively, it still doesn't point. I feel like objectively, it still doesn't understand that.
I still disagree with it. I still disagree with it. That they're saying it gives you a more realistic, but I in my neighborhood, I can see men and women walking by with booties that just like you cannot help but go, God damn.
No, so just to understand, and I'm trying not to knock it. I'm just saying, when one of your biggest proprietors is one of your biggest promotions of Dragon Age: The Veilguard is the fact that you're not even is pushing top surgery scars and such like that. And I'm like, I'm sorry, let's leave some questions. And especially after my video, which was basically commenting on freaking the former writer of Dragon Age, David Gator, basically calling people incels for questioning that it's like not looking like real women. I'm sorry. I think my comments may hold some water there. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I mean, you cannot turn around and say something is all inclusive if you do not actually include all.
But it is.
And I'm sorry, curves includes all.
But just go back to this. There has been some mixed reactions regarding this from some of the playtests from what we've been seeing. And now we're hearing this of, some people are not getting the numbers, not getting those numbers. We're hearing stuff about, a borderline soft reboot being a thin coat of paint. You're hearing about the Steam numbers, not just the Steam numbers, but the pre-order numbers being either pretty high or pretty low. It's very divisive with this entry in the Dragon Age franchise. It is divisive to say the least. And I am going to keep an eye on this, especially on Thursday when it comes out on Halloween. I just wanted to share this out. I have no dog in this. Let's be honest here. I'm new to this series, so I really don't have much of a say in this fight. But this is just from what I've been hearing from not only people who are new to the series, people who are longtime Dragon Age fans, there are genuine concerns. There's genuine concerns about this, and also genuine concerns in that, will this damage BioWare even further to the point where EA will pull the plug if this game does not do well? Are they inflating the numbers? That's what I'm just saying. So I just wanted to share that. It's interesting because it's just what we've been hearing for. And I'm going to keep an eye on, because this game comes out Thursday, comes out on Halloween. We're going to hear more and more news regarding this game all this week. So I'm just getting ready for launch. I'm just going to keep a close eye out for launch. Now, I'm going to get out of the way on that one. And there is, I think, two? I think I got about two more articles before we get to the big one. Okay. This next one is technically a palate cleanser, because you know who it involves?
Who?
Thomas Mahler, Moon Studios.
All right.
Ori and the Will of the Wisp, Ori and the Blind
Oh,
Forest.
right.
Yep, this is right here. Yep, No Rest for the Wicked. Yep, this one right here. So, after the way he bodied, after we kept last week we covered Thomas. No, 2 weeks ago we covered Thomas Mahler basically bodying, our lovable failed sex worker Kotaku senior editor, insecure miserable narcissist, and Hassan Piker groupie, as how she stated. This is her own tweet. Alyssa Mercante. Well,
love
he
him.
came back and we showed off some of his games. We showed off to some of his games with Ori and the Will of the Wisp and Ori the Blind Forest, and his new title, No Rest for the Wicked. Now he has some more stuff that he wants to say regarding the AAA video game industry, and it's going to continue to struggle. This is coming from John F. Trent. Ooh. No Rest for the Wicked developer Thomas Mahler shared his prediction that the AAA video game industry developers will continue to struggle, and he explained why he believes it. In a post on X, Mahler stated, "It is absolutely no surprise to me that a lot of AAA studios have been struggling lately, and my prediction is that it won't get better anytime soon." He then explained, "I know it sounds absurd, but most of the game studios out there hit it big were at one point just a small group of passionate folks that just wanted to make games together. In a lot of cases, they were just friends. And if they were lucky, they found out the process that they actually made a great team together." Do you want to continue reading on this one? I'll blow it up for you.
Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
You blow it up, and I'll blow it up myself. Where were we? He then explained? Okay, he then explained, "I know it sounds absurd, but most of the game studios out there that hit big were at one point just a small group of passionate folks that wanted to make games together. In a lot of cases, they were just friends, and if they were lucky, they found out in the process that they actually made a great team together. Then the games struck a chord, and now they scale up and become a massive studio." Mahler elaborated. And then lots of other folks came in and demand that this and that, and unknowingly change the culture and the approach. And then we suddenly wonder what happened to this or that or great studio that always delivered in the past, that they are not delivering the same quality products anymore. And even though everything changed in their approach to making games.
That sounds like a lot of what we've been.
Yeah.
That sounds like a lot of what we've been covering, though.
No, like I recognize that when it comes to this stuff, that there is going to be a lot, that there is going to be change, and even with the times that go on with it. But you and I also have also seen that there is pressure to add these things in.
Yes.
When there really aren't people actually asking for it.
Exactly. And the thing is
at least not to the degree that we're getting handed it.
And the thing is, he made a great point that a lot of the big AAA studios, a lot of those big studios that we know now, that we all know and love and loathe, they all started out as small studios.
Yeah.
They all started out as small publishers, small studios. A lot of those big publishers everybody had to start somewhere, and that was back when, as a small studio, you just wanted to get your foot in the door. You just wanted to make something out of passion. And not going to lie is that I feel like with most of, specifically the AAA industry, there's just no ounce of passion. It's more monetary and such like that. And it's all about ticking check boxes, all about monetary stuff, it's like games don't need to have, these big budget games, they don't need to have like $200 to $300 million for budget. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's really is no need for that. Just deliver a great experience. I'm gonna go off on a tangent. Mom Bear, I'm gonna let you continue. I'm gonna let you continue. But I want to say this one thing. I have been gaming for most of my life. I've been gaming for the 90s since the 90s up until, you know, the early 2000s up until now. I've been gaming since I was little. My first console was Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
And I look at what he's saying is it the same way I look at when it comes to graphics in video games. We've seen it all. We have seen it all at this point. Graphics just doesn't the size of the budget that you have for your games, for the production and stuff like that, it's just not amazing to a lot of people anymore because we've seen everything. You know, a lot of people are more focused on the innovation, the gameplay. Is it worth the time? Is it worth the money? And the AAA industry is riddled with so many problems right now that's where the biggest crash is going to be. That's where the biggest issues stem in. Like you can do so many amazing things with a small budget. We've seen films, we've seen TV shows, we've seen so many things done with us. So many amazing things become timeless, become, you know, absolute classics, and done with just a small budget. You know, done with limited resources, and done with passion. Though that's what I don't see in the AAA industry. I don't see much passion. You know, it's just a lot of it is about endless. I think this concept is, I think it's a nose. I think it's like it's supposed to be like a no ceiling like mindset. You know what I mean? So what I'm saying is that like the games nowadays have to be this big budget, like live service where they have to keep a high revenue count each month when it's clearly not sustainable. You know what I mean? And it can like no ceiling, like no economic ceiling. Like they have to keep going, like profits and such like have to keep going up. And I think part of that mentality of just like, listen, you're going to have, you know, with a lot of these live service games, there's going to be dips, there's going to be rises, and there's going to be dips. That's just nature. You know, you can't just continuously. They want all the money, basically. And that's what I see from a lot of the bigger publishers and such like that with these live service titles. They want all the money. They want to have a continuing, growing stream of revenue that doesn't dip. And honestly, that's not sustainable. Fluctuation is a thing. And, you know, part of that mindset is one of the reasons why we're having so many of these layoffs right now. There are multiple factors to why we're having so many layoffs in the gaming industry, and I've been keeping a close eye on that all this year and even last year. This whole thing just isn't, a lot of stuff that's going on, especially in the AAA space, just isn't sustainable now. And this is and I feel like the AAA industry is going closer and closer towards either a crash or a complete reset. And I mean a complete reset. Like, hey, this isn't working. That's why you're seeing a lot more of the. That's why you're seeing a lot more of the remakes. You know what I mean? You're seeing a lot more remakes and remasters of older games. That's why you're seeing a lot more of that, because, you know, the newer ideas just isn't hitting, especially when you're having a lot of these different factors at play. You know what I mean? You know, I want to see the next big original IP that takes off. You know, we used to have a lot of those, the next big mascots and such like that. So, I don't know if I just wanted to interject that. Malbear, if you have anything you want to say before you move on to the next part of the article.
No, that sounds pretty much accurate.
Mm-hmm. Clarence makes a good point. Gaming started in the mother's basement. It was unpopular. Nerds who socially awkward. Now it's massive studios for the most popular of societies and hates itself because who they are is meritless. Who they are is meritless. Yeah, I can agree with that. You want to continue?
Yeah, give me a sec. Okay. Next, he made an analogy to the Beatles. I've compared companies to bands in the past because I think that analogy helps a lot of people understand what we're really dealing with. The same issues here. Take the Beatles. They become successful, but now their record company tells John, Paul, Ringo, and George how they should write their songs. And by the way, now they should also hire Lisa, Stewart, Shane, and Mary and have them be a part of the songwriting team so they can produce more stuff. And of course, these folks should have the same say because otherwise we might just face diversity issues. Does anybody else really think we would have gotten the same output had they been doing it this way? No, of course not. And it's no different for game studios or any other group of talented people that produce art together.
That is a great analogy.
It is a great analogy. This is why more and more I'm becoming a huge fan of this band.
That is a great analogy. I didn't even think about that. Like,
yeah,
I didn't even think about that. It was like, having all those, just having, all that people behind their faces. Of course, we know the whole thing with, Yoko Ono as well.
Yeah. Sometimes you're adding in the wrong face, it's
you're adding in the wrong people. You're adding more people to that pie. What's the old saying, Mom Bear?
You could be my Yoko Ono.
Too many cooks in the kitchen.
Yeah, that too.
Oh,
shout out to Bare Naked Ladies left.
Yeah, it's the old saying that too many cooks in the kitchen too. It's like when something goes big, and you see that in the music industry a lot too. You do see that in the music industry. You see it in a lot of places where something gets huge, and then the companies, the higher ups have to ask to bring in more people to help produce more stuff, and it's like that's not how originally they worked. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I can think of a few even smaller situations, like more closer home to us, that it was that same thing. That yes, as times change, some faces will change, but sometimes adding in one person can vastly change the dynamic and alter things.
Agreed. I agree. Having that one face, and it could be one face or it could be just multiple faces, but and that's also been but the thing is, and that's also been just like it's nature of like corporations and big wigs guys when you see something become popular, something that's independent and start getting mainstream attention, then yeah, they would want to have more people working with them to produce more of that same stuff. And it's like
obviously
a lot of that same stuff just is you can't produce that same magic with more people. It's like you have to have that original people. You have to have that original vision, and everything has to stay intact. Especially when something becomes big, something becomes mainstream.
And that's his next point, is that Mahler concluded, you have to keep that magic alive that made it all work in the first place. We're dealing with humans here, and all too often the industry seems to forget that.
Okay, first off, second, that statement alone, be parroted everywhere, every single industry, not just in the gaming. That is everywhere, in music, in music, in entertainment, in general. That statement alone, that can be applied to the music industry. That can be applied to the entertainment industry as well. So it's not just secluded only to the gaming industry. You know.
Yeah.
You want to continue? Go ahead and continue.
Oh yeah. This prediction and his explanation comes in the wake of explaining why he agrees with Elon Musk that DEI kills art. Mahler posted on Twix, I have never retweeted anything from Elon before because I'm a game designer. But I very much agree with this statement. The problem with DEI isn't in its principle, but in the way it's being implemented. Years before DEI became a thing, we had Quentin Tarantino, a white director making a movie about a badass black dude who buddied up with a white dude. My point being, just let the artists be artists and DEI will happen naturally. Ultimately, a good message has to come from the heart and not from indoctrination.
Hang on. We're at 2 already.
Damn right. Like I said, I'm very quickly becoming a huge fan of this man.
Oh, by the way, if you're not subscribed to Thomas, if you're on Twitter, follow Thomas Mahler on Twitter. Is his Twitter handle?
Man,
yeah,
brilliant.
Is his Twitter handle, by the way. Go ahead and continue.
Mahler had also previously declared that Moon Studios does not force DEI into its games. Hallelujah. He wrote, I'm still every now and then getting questions about whether we force DEI stuff into the games we're making, so let me make it clear for once and for all. Absolutely not. I find the entire approach perverted. I'm an artist. I would rather quit than have someone else tell me how we should do our art, he explained. That would make a mockery out of everything I believe in.
Son of a... Damn it. Oh my god. Oh my god, he is speaking truth, man. That is some truth right there. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I'll
Go ahead.
continue. I have been very much outspoken on how I feel about consulting, and I still very strongly feel that if people haven't lived the process and don't have to think about the issues at hand 24/7, they will always deliver a worse work than those who do. Dustborn. When it comes to the stories we're telling, I will always approach it from the human angle first and foremost, and then let the story tell me where it needs to go. If it tickles me to have a gay character in our story, and I feel that character could be fascinating, then I will push for that. But I will never make a character gay simply because some outside party told me that it's hip to do so, and that we might face backlash if we don't. He shared, art fundamentally does not work that way.
Damn. I'm gonna wear that button out if you keep reading this, okay?
I will keep reading it.
Okay, all right, go ahead. Like before we go on, damn. Just damn. That's all I can say. That's all I can say.
I know, right? I'm just taking a quick peek at the chat.
Yeah.
Because you're keeping an eye on it.
Oh yeah, I am because like this is just what he said last time, and you know Mahler, him, and I think Matthew Karch of Saber Interactive, team behind 40K, Space Marine 2, was like those were the two people I was mentioning in my video. Yep. On Wednesday about like, you know, you're going to start seeing more people in the industry. We start seeing people, the developers and people in the industry who are speaking, who are actually speaking out about this. And I'm genuinely impressed with that. I genuinely am. So go ahead, my bear. Go ahead.
Everyone has stories inside of them that are based on the experiences that they went through in their lives. And to me, what elevates art beyond just craft is when you've reflected enough to know who you are and let those stories out, because those experiences that you lived through are most likely experiences that other people can relate to that will speak to them in a profound manner, he wrote, because they are real. I need to get the water.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I want to bring this up. I want to bring this up in regards to. There's been a situation this week regarding some of the comments, especially on Hypnocast, regarding the situation with Abu Bakr Salim, Surge Studios, the team behind Tales of Kizera Zhao. I'm putting all of that aside. Putting all that aside because I want to get involved in that. I'm trying to stay out of it. But putting all this aside, listen, what he shares next, what Mom Bear is going to read next.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to understand that I do not have a problem with dedicating, and Bakar Salim's point, I don't have a problem with dedicating your game based on if you're dedicating the game to your father. I have no problem with that. I genuinely have no problem with that. Despite the fact that I felt that what you did, what you were pulling at the Game Awards with all that promotion felt like emotional manipulation. I will stand by that. However, generally there's nothing wrong with that. Because I'm saying that because what Thomas Mahler is about to say about Ori and the Blind Forest.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Ori and the Blind Forest, in many ways, was about me reflecting on what it was like to see my father dying of cancer when I was 10 and being grateful to my mom. Sure. Wisps, on the other hand, was written when we all started to have kids in the studio and imagining what it would be like to have a kid with a disability. I wrote the first draft of No Rest for the Wicked some time ago, and it also came from a very specific place. He added. Mahler then concluded, I hope that clarifies for everybody. I've had to learn the hard way what it means to be an artist, and I'd never let anyone take that away from me.
That's Don Marco. Hang on one more time. Okay. Because I had to ask myself.
Mad respect.
I don't have a problem with this, but I had a problem with Abu Bakr Salim, the way how he was promoting it was dedicated to his father. The problem. Okay. My stance is that with Ori, with these 3 games, they understood that they're making a product first. That they wanted to make a product, something that for everyone to buy, because it is still a product. And the thing is that Mahler and such didn't make a big stint about the game being reflective on their personal experiences. They were able to craft a story, a well-written stories and very fantastical stories and worlds based on a personal experience. You see what I'm getting at? You kind of see what I'm getting at in a way?
Yep.
I did feel that Abu Bakr Salim's speech at the Game Awards was emotionally manipulative because you put it on such a huge stage and you had the backings of so many people in the industry. Regardless if it was unintentional or not, I just felt that there was some manipulation behind it. Here, I felt that this was genuine. Here, I felt that this was somewhat genuine and someone who didn't use that as their pitch. They didn't use that as their pitch. They didn't use that for pity. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say. So that's why I find this, Thomas bringing up his personal experience and able to craft a world, to craft a story inspired by that. That's very you know what that is? That is very much
that's a very artist thing to do.
That's a very I would not say very artist. That's a very thing that you would see in Pixar. That's like I'm dead serious. That is like the mindset of a that's like the mindset of like an old school Disney, like the creators of all the great animated films like Snow White and Aladdin and such like that. I see Thomas Mahler have that mindset even with older Pixar films.
Just older stories alone. I mean, J.M. Barrie alone created a whole world centered around this family that he knew, where the one boy was, I think the one boy was dying or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So he created this whole world around so this kid could live on.
Clarence deleted his comment, and he says the difference is that they showed their personal experience through art, not tell experiences about their art through the media. It seems scripted and fake in wrestling terms. I'm not sure why you deleted that, Clarence, but because I actually agree with you. It is like telling your experience, telling your stories through art, through the product, instead, or showing it through what you're creating.
Mm-hmm.
Showing it through what you're creating and not telling people. Oh, Mahler. Oh, okay, no problem. No, I agree. No, but I agree. I absolutely agree with you 100% on that. But yeah, it is a show, don't tell, but it really is. But you can show that it's like, okay, they're clearly, you create something as magical as a game like this, and magical as the games like this, especially with an art style that freaking just like taps into those old Disney animated films we watched growing up, taps into old school Blizzard, really taking you away, an experience that really takes you away into another world. And it's like, I know I'm giving him a lot of praise, but it's like, what Thomas Mahler, his mind is that, yeah, it's the mind of an artist, but it's also, this is the mind of an escapist. What I mean is,
I don't even think it's exactly an escapist. It's somebody that's
no. Here's what I'm saying.
Okay, finish what you're saying.
When I say escapist, what I meant is, this is the mind of taking a personal experience, taking some personal experience and creating escapism, genuine escapism, crafting art from that. That's what I meant when I said, the mindset of an escapist, taking a personal experience and creating a world to escape to, creating a very vast world.
Yeah, very fast, very beautiful world that was born out of something very raw.
Mm-hmm.
A very personal, very raw experience for these people.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that.
And a lot of great stuff that we've had, a lot of this stuff, great stuff that we've experienced in pop culture and such like that, a lot of those properties probably did stem from personal experiences or personal ideas, visionary, Yeah, I just wanted to go. Yeah, that's the end of it. I think I do think that, we're going to see with the AAA industry, I think we're going to see more, I think AAA is like, I think AAA needs to have more people like him, more visionaries like him, who are
Absolutely.
willing to take a risk on a bigger budget, take a big budget, and craft something original, craft something very unique, and craft something that is an experience. It's a game first. I think it's channeling it through using pain and other emotions and channel it through something even words alone isn't enough. That is a wonderful, wonderful comment, Emerald, and you are getting a Dom DeMarco. Dom DeMarco. Using pain and other emotions to channel it through something even words alone isn't enough. And
It's
I
like
think we need
he did even he did say in the article, like, if it amuses me to make a character gay, it's because it's just something about that character. It's not that some outside force is telling me that I'm going to get canceled if I don't. I don't care about that. And that's everything.
Mhm.
That's something that the rest of them are missing, that the story and the characters have to come first.
Mhm. I feel like if you make that was my whole thing. That's my whole thing, was just like the whole, like, you can't there was a in the Dragon Age video, there was a comment that said that, people are just going to complain about, the making a character for diversity's sake, so you might as well do it right. And I said that if your entire character design philosophy is ticking check boxes, then you're doing it wrong. Because a character should be more than just if they're part of the LGBTQ community, or if it's just they're black, or if there has to be more than that. I will cite Tracer as one of my favorite characters in Overwatch, because she is fun. She is adventurous. She is eccentric. She always has this upbeat attitude. She is always very positive. And guess what?
What?
She's lesbian.
No kidding.
So, like, that's what I see here. It's like you want to make, if you want to make this character, you want to make this character, that character, that character. You can look at the girls that I have here. It's like, you could argue that you could argue that Bree, Skyla, Kiki, and Saya, they're more than just their skin tone. You see that in their dialogue. You see how they dress. You see how they carry themselves. You see how they carry themselves around people and such like that. Even when you hear them speak in the outros and such like that, there's so much more. You know what I mean?
You talk to anybody, they give you more than just the base level descriptions. I mean, even the way you introduce yourself. My name is Makini Braz, artist journeyman, illustrator. Yeah, you have this like 20-minute length of how you describe yourself, and it's not that it's not like you're starting off the show. It's like, I'm Makini Draws. I'm black, y'all. I'm black, y'all.
Yeah,
it's
it's not that. It's not that. It's the same thing. It's just like, this here is like, if you want, there's nothing wrong. And I will say this again. If you want to have a character who is part of the LGBT community, you want a character who is black, or a character who is this, that, or the third, that is totally fine.
Go for it.
But that should not be the only thing that defines them as a character. That should never be their only trait. And that's the problem we see with a lot of characters lately.
This isn't South Park. Don't give us a one-note character like Big Gay Al.
Exactly.
We need more. Even Big Gay Al had more definition than that. Really?
The thing is that like I will tout. Yeah, I will tout that. Yes, Kiki is black. I will tout that Brie is black and half black, half Japanese. But you guys know that's not their only defining traits. They have a lot more characteristics. Like people who make these characters who have a lot more characteristics. You can't just go with this whole it has to be they have to tick this checkbox and that's the only thing they have. And it's like, no, that's not a compelling character. You can't resonate with that. And don't give me the spiel that like you can't resonate, that you have to be of this skin color, you have to be of this orientation to actually resonate with a character. No, that's not true at all. You can resonate with any character, regardless. And I will stand by that.
Yep.
There's
Tamaj and I said it for years. His favorite superhero growing up was Spider-Man.
Mine was too. There's so many characters that we've grown up and that we've resonated with, that we have become so attached to, that not even our skin tone, that's not even the same orientation, that's not even the same gender.
I mean, let's face it. Those of us who grew up with like some of the like 80s, 90s cartoons, species wasn't even always necessarily.
Exactly. I know you're saying gargoyles, aren't you?
Gargoyles, Thundercats.
Have you been hanging around? Have you been hanging around the Discord lately?
No.
Okay, show this. Okay, I'm gonna show this real quick. We're gonna get to Narc's arc. I'm gonna show this real quick. What the YouTuber, one of the new people who joined the Discord is what the fan art, and he's from Jada Concepts, Jay's channel. He's from Jay's channel.
Awesome.
He's on his Discord, so he's I think he's one of the mods. I think he's one of the mods. I don't know if I'm sure what fan art is one of the mods, but this is what he was showing off on. This is what he was showing off on to Grumpy on Discord. He's been doing some. I can't share that, but yeah, he's been doing some gargoyles fan art.
That. It's okay.
Yeah, he's been doing some gargoyles fan art. Yeah, I'll just share that. But yeah, it's a great analogy, you know.
That was the thing. I don't know if I ever told you. Grumpy did fan art of me in retro, as it was her and Lisa. And it was me and I think it was Delilah.
Sorry, Rodimus. But no,
proceeds to show that. Ain't nobody gonna complain about gargoyle booty here.
Listen, nobody's gonna complain about. Nobody usually complains about booty though. Nobody does though.
Yeah.
Especially if it's stellar. Get to that. We got one more article to go over, and this one is gonna be a video.
Oh, it was Goldfire. That's who I was.
Listen, you guys just, if you guys are not like, if you guys follow Tom Small on Twitter, if support play, definitely go out and play his games, like No Rest for the Wicked, or in the Blind Forest, or in the Will of the Wisp. Just it's clearly it's this.
This is somebody who gets it.
It's an artist. Like it's a genuine artist. It's a genuine. Someone who's someone who genuinely is a creator. It's a genuine creator's mindset, and I think more people need to listen. And I think more people need to listen up. And I agree. There's also, I think the AAA industry can definitely benefit from more people like him, from more people like Kim Yun-tae, from more people like other words. But we're gonna get into that. And thank you guys so much. You guys have been freaking amazing. We got one last topic, and this one is something I am personally happy about. We are 18 away. We are 18 likes, so 12 more likes, and I will play that stupid song, okay? So you guys know what to do.
12 more likes and the panties drop.
Yeah, exactly. So, all right, all right, go ahead, Squeaka.
Psst. Hey, it's me, Squeaka. I'm the line producer here on Makini Live, and Makini in the morning as well. Just want to let you know, if you see that big, fat, round, juicy like button, give it a good spanking. And if you want to see more art content from Makini, spank that subscribe button as well. Make both of them jiggle. Let's see some jiggling like buttons and subscribe buttons, okay?
Hi, Squeaka. Squeaka.
Uh-oh.
Hey, what's up?
Oh my god, Black Daddy Fortnite is here. Hi, Makini.
No one's ever called me that in, like, ever. What the hell? Listen, Squeaka, I really appreciate you, like, willing to do this, because Kiki isn't willing to. She just flipped me the bird and just stormed off. But, can you just kind of, like, stick to the script and not, like, add your own, like, take or anything
okay,
like that,
sorry.
please?
Sorry.
Listen,
I'm
Squeaka,
sorry,
this is
Makini.
Makini Live, okay? This isn't Squeaka's ASMR show, okay?
Well, I mean, it will be.
What do you mean it will be?
Oops,
Squeaka,
did I
thank
say
you.
that out loud? Sorry.
You can go now.
I did. You did not hear from me.
Squeaka, come-
You did not hear from me. This will not become Squeaka ASMR.
God, Squeaka.
I promise.
Oh
Anyway,
my
I gotta
God.
get going.
Thank you.
Love
Thank you,
y'all,
Squeaka.
and
Thank you.
love you too, Mama Bear.
Bye, Squeaka. To that day, I still don't know. I don't know how that got through. But Mom Bear's get a kick out of that.
I do.
Oh my God, let's Squeaka listen to that. Oh my God. Anyway, I had to test something real quick. Okay, so we got that. Let me make sure my audio matches, and let me make sure the desktop audio is ready. Okay, so headphones, speakers, Yeti, microphone, Ma Bear, do a sound check, please.
Sound check 1, 2.
Perfect.
Check,
Okay,
baby, check,
perfect.
baby, 1, 2, 3.
Yay. Okay. All right, we are ready. Oh my God. Okay. So I know we're crossing over the 3-hour mark, but this last topic will be, I want to make for my commentary video. I want to see if I can have this out by Friday, Halloween or so. And I got a lot of stuff to make. I got a lot of stuff to do after this show. So let's finish on a high note. Listen, we've given you guys a lot of treats today. Very little tricks, but a lot of treats today. Consider this treat the sweetest one of them all. All right. And consider this treat the most stellar one of them all. Okay. So I'm gonna read this title. Shift Up CEO says he was following his instincts when designing characters for Stellar Blade and Goddess of Victory Nikke. Quote, "It's something that users like and want, but I also do it because I like it."
Attaboy.
Kim Yontae is my spirit animal. This man is my spirit animal, okay?
Don't tease Emerald. I could really go for one.
I feel like this is my channel. This is what I do to a T.
I know, right?
This is Makini right here. This is me following my instinct.
We went from one that speaks clearly to me to one that speaks clearly for you.
Oh, that's funny.
Because I'm loving the Thomas Mahler.
I love it. Oh my God, I love it. Okay. All right. So this will be a positive video. This isn't gonna be this is gonna be more of a positive video. And I get to have fun with it. I get to really have fun with this and cut loose. So all right, Mom Bear, are you ready? Are you ready? You ready?
Let's do it.
All right, Mom, Okay, let me see. I just want to make sure my audio is clear, by the way. So my audio is clear. So hopefully, and I promise to that one person who was complaining that my voice was louder than my co-host and it was done intentionally, that they'll never watch another video from me ever again. Let me make a second chance. Consider this me making a second chance. Okay, let's see if we can try that. Okay. All right. So my beer's ready. I'm ready. Okay. So we're gonna. So let me see how long this article is. Okay, it's not too long. So let's keep it at. You want to try 10 minutes?
Yeah,
Want to try 10, 15 minutes? Let's try 10. Let's try 15 minute stops. Let's see if we can keep this under 15.
First.
Yeah, let's keep it at 15 minutes. All right. So I'm gonna set a quick timer for me, and then set a timer here. Wait a second. Okay, so we got that. All right. I set my timer here. All right, Mama Bear's ready. She's got her.
You want me to read the title too, or?
Oh no, we're gonna do this all together. Okay.
All right.
And all right, guys, we're gonna start in 3. Let me set my stopwatch. Oh, I'm gonna set a stopwatch. Here we go. So all right, guys. In 3, 2, 1. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are. My name is Makini, art German illustrator, and we welcome you to another commentary video here on the Makini Draws channel. And of course, I am not joined alone on this special commentary, as I am joined by my co-host for Makini Live, Mom Bear Doll. Say hi to everybody.
Hello there.
Hello. Oh, yes. Who's back with me on another commentary video? And I promise, I make sure my audio is much more in line with hers, is not overpowering hers like we did with the Dustmore video. I saw that comment. I did see that comment.
Yes, yeah, I saw that comment too. It was weird because normally, like, if anybody's overpowering the other one, it's usually me overpowering you. You said it so many times. No, you said it so many times.
Okay. That's fair. That's so fair. Okay. Yeah. Listen, we're back with another commentary video, and this one I think is something I have spoken about, something I've supported, and it's a creator, an artist that I have supported as well. So make no mistake, my game of the year this year is Stellar Blade. I have been promoting this game. I have been supporting this game since like freaking the second or so trailer. Even back when it was I would argue that even going back to like the days of Project Eve, when it was it's Project Eve, I was supporting this trailer. My personal stint with Stellar Blade is that I love this game. I loved everything about this game. It was such a fun experience on my third playthrough, possibly my fourth playthrough, because how much I really enjoyed the story, the lore, everything about it just was absolutely fantastic. And I support this game because of what, how it was just kind of like that wake-up call to the rest of the industry to say it is perfectly fine to make a character, to have attractive characters, especially attractive female characters in this game, in the gaming space and such like that. And also, but the real big reason why I support it is because of the CEO of Shift Up, Kim Hyun-tae, who is a personal inspiration for me as an artist and such like that. One of my big inspirations. You could probably see a lot of his influences in some of the work, and especially in some of the work that I'll be showing off in the background. This is mostly just going to be Stellar Blade related art as well. But this title, this article from Bounding into Comics. Thank you so much, Mom Bear. That's why I have her here. This article from Bounding into Comics, I want to share, and I really want to get my personal thoughts. And this is going to be more of a positive article, and this is something I can get a little more personal with me, and I can get to really get at it. But this one, I was really happy to read this, and I was really happy to see some of the other YouTubers talk about this as well. This is coming from Spencer over at Bounding into Comics. Give them a huge shout out. Shift Up CEO Kim Hyun-tae says he was quote unquote following his instincts when designing sexy characters for Stellar Blade and Goddess of Victory Nikke. It is something that users like and want, but I also do it because I like it. And already we're off to like a great start now. already we're off to like a great start. Of course, Gods of Victory Nikkei, one of the most popular gacha games out there right now. I need to get back into that game. I have, especially, with the 2-year anniversary coming up. Absolutely love the game as well. Love the art, love the characters, everything about it. Just so interested in the worlds. And this is something that, in the wake of everything that was going on, especially up to the release of Starblade and such, this one I think is going to hit personal with me and something I'm very happy to be reading. So, to get started, according to Shift Up CEO Hyung-tae Kim, the reason behind his studio's biggest hits, Gods of Victory, Nikkei, and Starblade, feature an abundance of sexy female characters, is to simply put that just what he and his audience wants to see on screen, and that's what I want to see on screen. That's what a lot of people want to see on screen. That's why I always say that's always say at the end of my videos, never apologize for wanting attractive women in your media, especially in your video games, because nowadays that seems to be taboo.
Never apologize for just wanting attractive characters.
Mm-hmm.
Because even the guys are getting it nowadays.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Absolutely. Oh my God. Let's go get right to it. I'm probably going to be gushing over this. Plus, we're looking at the article and like, and freaking Spencer of Boundary Comics is pulling up all these Nikkei screenshots, and I'm like, you know what? Don't tempt me to get back in this game, okay? Come on now, how dare you?
Tempt him to get back in this game because we need more jiggle physics clips.
Yeah, I do. Oh my God, yes I do. Anyway, it's all recorded.
Clips come from this game.
Exactly. Kim, who in addition to his role overseeing the company, also served as the lead character artist on both Gods of Victory Nikkei and Stellar Blade, offered his insight into the titillating design philosophy during an interview given to the Japanese news outlet Game during his recent 2024 Tokyo Game Show appearance as machine translated by Deep L. Quote, at the onset together, Kim was immediately, it's not quote yet. At the onset of their time together, Kim was immediately pressed on the topic of Shift Up's penchant for developing games with attractive female cast members, with the outlet inquiring as to whether or not Nikkei was intended to be the outset to be, quote, a game that draws the eye to the attractive backsides of characters. For those unaware, the popular mobile titles task players with giving a female character various firearms to fire against waves of enemies, all from a cover position, which highlights the character's rear assets. And yes, that is the style. That is the gameplay style of Nikkei. It is a cover shooter, and you're going to be seeing the backsides of most of the characters.
And they jiggle delightfully.
Probably some of the best jiggle physics we've seen in a long time. Holy crap. There's some stuff here. I might have to put some of those jiggle faces in like slow motion just to share here. It's just absolutely incredibly crazy. Oh, I love it. It just harkens back to the old days of like Dead or Alive and stuff like that. But in turn, Shift Up explained, Nikkei is based on a game project that was selected in a game planning competition held for in-house staff. However, at the time, characters were not the main focus of the game. That's very interesting. That's like really interesting. That the idea of Nikkei was selected through a competition with in-house and staff. By the way,
the characters were the afterthought.
The characters are the afterthought. I know, right? How crazy is that? That's absolutely insane. Quote, I directed the direction that it would be better to show the shooting figure on the character's back in front of the character, and this is how we changed the direction, he further detailed. After that, the development staff efforts and hard work led to the creation of Nikkei as we know it today, and we're so grateful of that.
Absolutely.
I could only imagine what other games that they had in ideas as a competition. That is pretty awesome.
We wanted like a third-person shooter game. Wait. Hear me out.
Don't start.
Jiggly girls. I love it.
Well, we already got that with like Snowbreak and the First Descendant too. You know, First Descendant's got to step up the jiggle game. To be fair, but, yeah. I would love like a AAA like third-person shooter, like in style of Nikkei. That's just me personally.
Isn't that basically
Something that's turning into Gears of
what
War.
this is?
Go full on Gears. Just saying, go full on Gears of War with jiggle physics.
With slow motion jiggle physics.
Oh my god. On the subject of Nikkei, Kim was then asked how exactly he approached designing the game's cast, to which he admitted, quote, "What I consider the most important when designing a character is to make sure that the narrative is firmly linked to the game's story." And the narrative is incredibly linked to the game's story. If you have played through the story of Nikkei and played through the story of Stellar Blade, it is almost basically as if it's done for a reason. It's almost as if there's actual logical reason to why the characters are designed that way. In my humble opinion, all of the design elements that make up the character must be combined in a setting that fits the story well, he continued. It is also important that the look of the character is not only cute, but also the character's personality is expressed well in the right situation. Therefore, I think that visually appealing is a close second. Nevertheless, an attractive appearance is still important, so the creator's skill is tested in pursuit of those two elements at the same time. I love that statement so much. I don't know how to say that, but it's like they didn't put on the attractiveness of the character. That was almost like second to how does it fit within the story situation. And like I said, I'm going through my third playthrough of Stellar Blade, and just after just such a just deeping into the lore and such like that, it's like clearly the story and lore was made first, with the attractiveness of design being second, not as an afterthought. Still important, but that wasn't the top thing. Yeah. And it actually worked, and I actually do think it works.
I think that's why it worked.
I think that's why it worked. Exactly. Exactly. From there, Game Watch noted that both Nikkei and Stellar Blade, that there were a lot characters whose body lines were clearly visible, such as Alice and the former protagonist Eve in the latter. As such, raised in question whether or not whether or not this was a design element that Kim was quote unquote particular about. However, then any sort of is it concerted?
Concerted.
Yeah, it's concerted. Thank you. I know I'm stupid. I know. Concerted effort to make sexy characters. The Shift Up CEO instead admitted that when it came to both games featuring attractive casts, I don't think that is something that we cautiously set out to do, but I also do it because I like it. So I think that's the result that came out naturally when I followed my instincts.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Putting a stamp on this portion of the interview, Kim concluded his reflection anecdotally with, incidentally, the cast of Nikkei percentage of female creators is high. And that, oh wait, what's this? Let me say that again. Mom, over here, listen to this.
Yeah.
He concluded his reflection with anecdotal note that, incidentally, in the case of Goddess of Victory Nikkei, the percentage of female creators is high. Imagine that. Despite this, that is such a design that's so important. That means that, if anything, the staff has already been imbued with my DNA, he playfully joked. I am happily and satisfied with it in the shadows. I love that. So, for those who don't know, I think it's Shift Up. I think a good almost half the cast of Shift Up is women. In fact, going back to that IGN, going back to that dumbass IGN France article, the whole thing is like, it was an old article back on IGN France that was like talking about like, looking at Eve's design as like a sexualized doll from someone who's never seen a real woman before, and people basically
or our favorite, the reason why Concord is the way it is because we just couldn't find black people in Norway.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Well, with that whole thing with the IG in France, people have basically clapped back at them, basically saying that not only does Kim Young Tae have a wife, but his wife is a part of the art team for Stellar Blade. So, it's hilarious. Like, this hilarious, but this one, like, I think this hits so personally with me, and I love that he said that, like, you know, his, like, even the design is means so much to him, so much so that everyone in his staff at Stiff Shift Up is already having that same mindset. They already flew with his DNA. They share. They all follow his same vision. It's like, it's a very mastermind like in a way, and it's like, I don't. It you know what? A lot of that hits so personal with me, though. You know, you guys have been watching people have been following me over the years and such like that, and it's like a lot of what Kim Young Tae was saying was like, I feel like that's what I keep thinking about whenever I make content for this channel, whenever I do art and such like that, you know. It's just that, you know, you're following, it's just that whole following your instincts, you know, following your personal instincts and just go with, you know, what's in your heart. And by the way, his wife is also one of the artists for Nikkei as well. So it really shows how much, you know, he is involved and how much the people around him shared his vision. And I think that it was just done from such a visionary point of view. That's what I got from Nikkei, and that's what I especially got from Stellar Blade, especially when PlayStation did a deep dive. They did like a developer diary. And in the last deep dive, in that final deep dive, the thing that hit me personally and why I got so excited for Stellar Blade was Kim Young Tae saying that this game, he didn't say like this game was made for everyone. This game wasn't made for modern audiences. He said this game was made for you.
Yep.
And that hit me, you know. I think that just hit me personally. And I was like, and you know, during my 2 playthroughs of Stellar Blade, you guys can see that on the channel. I've done 2 full playthroughs, both the standard and New Game Plus, and my 3rd playthrough. But in the after 2 full playthroughs of Stellar Blade, and especially during my time with Gods of Victory Nikkei, I can say personally with confidence in that those games were made for me. You know, I feel like those games really were made for me, or get made with my mindset and vibe. And I didn't come into it expecting that. I supported these games because of my personal the personal connection and with CEO, because Kim Young Tae, he was one of my inspirations growing up. All the way back to the Magna Carta, all the way back to seeing his art on the PS2 game Magna Carta, all the way back to Blade and Soul. His art was always an inspiration for me. So I was already connected, and I was always willing to support the stuff that he and his team were going to put out. You know, I didn't have any experience with Destiny Child. I never got a chance to play that, but I saw the art for that, and it was just, you can tell that it's his style. You can tell that it's his work. You can tell that it's his touch in every single. You can see that vision, and just, I don't know how to describe it. I feel like it's just, I don't know how to describe that, but just seeing that just made me proud of the work that I do. Seeing that made me inspired by the work, inspired in the work that I do. And just that thing he said. He did it because he does this because he likes it. He does it because he just followed his instinct. And it paid off. It paid off in such an incredible way to being it paid off into a gotcha game that is one of the biggest games out there right now, one of the most popular gotcha games out there right now. It culminated into a AAA console action RPG that did incredibly well and that amassed a huge fan base. And this was all vision, this was all vision, just doing what you like. And like, I made no bones about the work that I do. You guys have seen the work that I do. Like, you guys see what I'm drawing in the background right now. It's like, I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't have a love for it personally. And it goes back into that. I know this video is going to go long, but I don't know. That just hits me personally. It just hits me personally hearing that. And I think about that, and I think about how much me kind of like trusting my own instincts had led to this channel, had led to the art journey that I'm on right now. And it led to what had led to me being around people who've just not only have appreciated what I love doing, but who have embraced it so much more. And it's like, I don't know how else to split it. I'm sorry if I'm having like pauses in the video and such like that, but it's hard to kind of explain that, how this hits me close personally here. And it's like the whole but the thing is, I put it's just a little tip and just a little thing at the ending, and I know as we'll probably hear from Mama Bear just a little bit later on, so I'll try not to make this too long. But the acronym of CSF Nation, the acronym is cute, sexy, and fun. And that came from a personal, that is actually the name, that was the name that I called my own art style. That's what I like to call my own art style: cute, sexy, and fun. And my chat, my co-hosts, my friends, they all like embrace that. They all kind of wear that on their sleeves and such like that. And that, that gave me so much more confidence to, continue trusting my own, continue going forward with that, building an entire chat with the CSF Nation and such like that. But just hearing this from Kieran Tay, someone who I've been following for years, someone who I've been so inspired by to, do his work, to be able to hopefully someday do a caliber of his work, do work of his caliber. It's truly inspiring. It's truly means a lot to me personally. And it just, if anything, it just motivates me more to continue doing what I love doing, and what my chat people love doing. And this is why I want to see more stuff like this. I want to see people come out and say, it's like, why did you make these characters? Why did you want to make attractive characters? Because I like it, because I want to, because that makes me happy, because that makes my audience happy, because that's what I want to see, and that's what I want to see in my video games. That's what I want to share in my video games. That's the vision I want to create in my video games. And it's done so, incredibly well. It's just that creativity and that freedom of expression. Put the censorship thing aside. That's what I saw with Starblade. That's what I see with Nikkei. And that's something that's just have something that really appeals to, something that sticks close to your vision and ends up appealing to everyone in the process, and ends up something that everybody likes in the process. And that's what I got out of it. I know it's just specifically me video, and I know because Mom Bear had to step away though, so sorry about that. But anyway, I might have to add that in later on. But yeah, I just wanted to share this video. I just wanted to share this video and just share this out with you guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Do you guys kind of agree with that whole, trusting your instincts, sharing your vision? Like, are you guys, I want to hear from people who are fans of Nikkei and Stellar Blade. Do you guys agree with those statements? Was that kind of what hooked you into the game? Do you guys continue to support this game? So can support Kim Hyun-tae's efforts? Because, I will. Let me know in the comments down below. And of course, massive thank you to everybody in the Cute, Sexy, and Fun Nation. If you guys want to see your names in the chat, join for as low as $1 a month. We really appreciate all of your support. And I thank you all for watching. I'm going to have to hit stop record. Okay, Mama Bear.
Hey.
You back?
I'm back.
Okay.
You were just going on, so I figured I'd just mute my mic and let you cook.
Okay, you know what? We're going to have to record this part. Okay, Mama Bear, your thoughts before we get out of here. Okay, my apologies. Sorry, apologies. I didn't realize my co-host was like, decided to just kind of let me go on and ramble on and on. So you didn't have anything to say. I thought you were away. Okay, I apologize. I'm sorry.
No, I just I know when you get going. I'll just let you get going.
But this is a joint video, and they probably want to hear from a woman's perspective. They want to hear from a female's perspective here, not just from some loser perspective. Come on. Okay.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts, and especially what I just said in that whole that whole spiel?
I'm still chuckling over the fact that the sexy characters were not the first thought about this game.
Or the games in general.
The game in general. I know, right?
Both games in general.
Both games. That they were just more focused on, let's make this game fun.
Let's create this world. Let's create this story. Let's create this and make it so that the attractiveness of the characters and such like that attractiveness, that sexiness of the characters actually fits into that world, and it actually makes it more compelling.
Yeah. No, I do love that. I love that this is their thing.
Mm-hmm. As someone, Mommy Bear, my for those who don't know, Mom Bear, my co-host, she's been I would describe her in a way is that she technically would be a real life Nikkei in a way.
Oh yeah.
But she has been advocating for the inclusion of those kind of character designs that you see in Nikkei and Stellar Blade for the longest time. So she probably has much more of a fight in that matter compared to me. But the whole thing about trusting your instincts and just doing it because you like it, though.
Yeah. That's the kind of thing you and I have been advocating for a long time over.
Mm-hmm.
If you just do it because this is something that you like, you're going to gravitate towards, you're going to get people gravitating towards this as well.
Mm-hmm.
People who actually also like this.
Mm-hmm.
Not designing things because you think this is what the world needs to see. No. It's just this is what I like to see.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get other people who like to look at the same thing.
Mm-hmm. But I also think more importantly,
not that hard of a concept.
I also think more importantly is to also show how with Stellar Blade and with Nikke, like, you don't realize how through using, through creating these attractive female characters and such like that, and creating, their worlds and such, they end up being very inclusive. Like, they end up being very diverse with that too. They end up they end up including everyone somehow. It's just over this general appeal of this vision, just through his vision, this general appeal, something that feels like something that maybe he feels like that would benefit the world, that would bring people together. And it's like, I see that through Nikke, and I see that through Starblade, on how with Nikke, it's a waifu collector game. There's so many like hot female characters, and yet you take one good look at the game's roster and you don't realize that there is a female character for everyone. Like, generally for everyone. I can guarantee you, if you show any regular person on the street, show them the entire Nikke cast up until their current update, and tell me that there's not a single character that they would gravitate towards. I feel like through kind of it's kind of a weird thing to say, but, and I'm probably going to be quoted saying this, but through just a love and general appreciation for the female figure and such like that, you're able to attract everyone. You're able to attract a wide audience. You're able to attract the modern audience. You're able to attract a diverse audience. It's that waifu for everyone mentality. We see that with we saw that with Senran Kagura back in the day. I see that, surprisingly enough, I see that with Zenless Zones. Actually, I see this surprisingly. Actually, I see that with Zenless Zone Zero and the Hoyoverse titles having, characters that appeal to everyone, and very attractive characters that appeal to everyone regardless. And you see that with the First Descendant. People gravitate more towards the female characters in that game a lot, especially with their skins and the such like that. The female descendants, people gravitate towards that. And the thing is that that's why it spoke to me, is because it's like, you just trusted your gut, you just trusted your instinct, you just made something that you wanted to enjoy. You wanted to create a vision that you have a vision that you wanted to share, and you were able to get, and you made sure that it had to be something that was going to have that general appeal. That was something that going to have that general appeal. And let's be real here. Let's be honest here. Having an attractive female character in anything is going to be appealing, not just to the quote unquote male gaze, but also to women, to everyone. That's what I like to think. It's a weird thing to say, but let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. As always, massive thank you to everyone in the cute, sexy, and fun nation. You guys are what I do here. You guys represent what I do here. I feel like in some ways CSF Nation has always been like my little shift up. You guys are like my little shift up, You guys have embraced my vision and such like that, my mentality and what I love doing, and you guys want me to keep following my instincts, and I'm grateful for every last one of you. And if you guys want to, get your hands on the exclusive art drops that I do for my members every 2 months or so, join the CSF Nation for as little as $1 a month. And of course, links to Mama Bear's YouTube channel is in the description. And of course, I gotta thank my co-host Mama Bear, probably the one person who has been embracing what I've been doing here the most, embracing my instincts, embracing the cute, sexy, and fun the most, and I cannot thank her enough for that. So, anyway, I'm Makini 90, Art Sermon Illustrator, and I'll see you all next time for another video. Until then, stay cute, stay sexy, have fun, take care, much love. Never, ever, 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 never, under any circumstance, apologize for wanting attractive women in your media, in your video, especially in video games. Never apologize for wanting pretty women in your video games, or just in general. Never apologize for liking that. Yeah, just never wanting that. Okay, and exactly, and above all else, never stop drawing. All right, that was it. There we go.
Cool.
I clocked it at 34 minutes, so I gotta see if I can trickle that down to like 25 minutes.
That doesn't surprise me.
That doesn't surprise me. That doesn't surprise me. We tried, okay? We tried, but no. Max, how's it going? How's it going? Oh my god! So that is going to be a video for hopefully Thursday or Friday or so. I don't know how. Like Wednesday. I listen. When this show is over, I have so much stuff that I got to do. Okay, I have so many videos I got to make. I got videos to make after this show here. Okay. I could never pull anything like that off. Okay. I could never pull anything like that off. But Emerald, I do want to highlight Emerald's kind of stuff. I'm sick of when something gets a fan base and gets popular, then they decide to change the formula. What works, it's annoying and frustrating. We have seen that many times. We have seen that with. Go ahead.
There we are. No, because I was going through the chat, so Emerald has been going on, and it's awesome.
And the real reason is because me and Emerald are basically cut from the same cloth. He had an appreciation, so Emerald knows exactly what I'm talking about. He knows exactly what the stuff I'm into and such like that. And we're both into that same stuff, and we both advocate for that. You know, we advocate for. If anything, I would say we advocate for. We advocate to be included in that. We advocate for more stuff like Nikkei to be included in that, since you want to promote diversity and stuff like that. And it's like, this is diverse. This can be inclusive. This can be everything. Like I was shocked when a leg dropped, honestly. I'm genuinely shocked when this character dropped. I was like, wait a minute. So we get chubby girl representation in this game. We get actual chubby girl. Okay. Yes. We get the pokeable tummies in this game. Pokeable tummies.
Jiggle physics everywhere, even in
someone who is just jiggling. Someone who probably has a lot of fat on her. It's probably it's plump. It's plump in the right way. Okay, no, it's curvy. It's the right way. I appreciate the curves. Okay, we're men of curves, men of culture and curves here. Oh my god, men of women of culture and curves. That is CSF Nation. That's our motto. There we go. No, most fan service games have a waifu for everyone. Everyone take examples. Samurai Kakura. I agree. Shut up, Sean. Sean. No, that's the funny thing with a lot of these, like especially the more fan service type gacha games, is that they tend to end up having characters that appeal to everyone. Like you show them Nikkei's like current roster right now. There's at least one girl that everybody's gonna appeal to, everybody's gonna gravitate towards. Okay, it's like it really is that something for everyone, and it's like, yeah, sexy is for everyone. Like cute, sexy, and fun for everyone.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I think we got a t-shirt. Cute, sexy, and fun for everyone. And Oh my goodness. Okay, Margaret, what do you have on the docket?
This week should be Monday. Always with the King of Nerds, either Monday, sometimes Tuesday. Beyond that, I don't have anything hardcore planned out for this week, so stay tuned.
Oh yeah, by the way, Lara Croft is getting this Netflix Tomb Raider is getting a second season, and this is not Lara Croft. I'm sorry. This is like that art style is just, oh my god, that does not look good. I'm sorry. Despite its low viewerships, it's getting a second season. Oh my god. Oh god. Anyway, guys. So I got 2 speed painting videos. Tomorrow is going to be Skyla's Ultimate Freyna cosplay, and then hopefully by Thursday or so, I will have Kiki's Nicole cosplay. This week on Makini in the Morning, it will be focused. So I'll try to start work. I'll try to work on the try to get this group illustration out for everyone. Try to get this group illustration out by Halloween. If not, it'll be before we send the batches out. But this week on Makini in the Morning, of course, it's that time of the year, and because I love doing this, I'm probably going to get enthralled in doing this, by the way. I'm just going to give you guys a heads up. And you guys know what that is. The other holiday that happens after Halloween, and that is, of course, Dia de Muertos, Day of the Dead. I am making it an annual tradition for me to do at least one Day of the Dead, one Day of the Dead inspired drawing. This was the one I did last year. Like I said, personally, I love me personally, I love the imagery. I absolutely love the imagery, and it's my second time I'm going to be doing this again. I know my Latino audience loves it too. My Latino audience loves it too. I know Polly and Maria, Polly Latino Slant and Maria Tiantelli absolutely just get floored whenever I do that kind of art too. So I love the imagery. I love the imagery of that. So I just want to show y'all one more thing. Because it's not the only one I've done. This one I think is more iconic too. I think is more iconic. I dressed Saya up in Day of the Dead attire back when I was on Instagram. So it's still one of my favorites. Like that was all traditionally done. Like even her tail was filled up with skulls. Skulls. I love them. No, like I said, I love doing this. I try to make it a thing that I do every single year. I don't want to make sure that I don't want to miss it this year. I'm trying not to miss it this year. So even if it turns out to just be a small drawing, then that's fine. I just want to just get at least one in every year. So, and Dia de Muertos starts on Friday. So let's try to get that out by Friday. So that'll be our focus on Makini in the Morning this week. So I got a lot to do. I have a lot to cover. So I got about 3 videos that I want to try to get out this week.
Probably.
Yeah, I think about 3 videos. I got to wrap up the art batches for this month. I'm busy. And I want to take, and before we get out of here, I just want to take just a quick moment to say thank you. And I mean, legitimately, thank you all we're close to 2,400 subscribers. You guys have been incredible. The commentary videos were blowing up all last week, and I cannot thank you guys enough. You guys have been loving the content. And I feel like we're getting a lot of momentum. We got a lot of momentum this month, and I'm truly floored by it. So a big, massive thank you to all of you guys for supporting this channel, and especially the one, the only, the truly great that I love to call the cute, sexy, and fun nation. Thank you everyone. Seriously, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I know this art batch, this term art batch is going to be mega. This term art batch is going to be mega. So guys, join the channel, guys, join the channel. Join the channel soon before the end of this month so you guys can get the term 3 art batches, guys. It's lowest dollar month. Everybody takes part in it. If you guys want to be an early adopter, send me. All I need is your email address when you become a channel member, and you will be able to get your stuff out earlier before everyone else. And this is what the art batch. It's getting big, isn't it, Mama Bear?
Oh, it's positively huge.
Yeah, a lot. You're going to get a lot in November. So I will be sending the batches out. Of course, early adopters will be getting them on November 6th through the 8th. Everyone else will be getting their batches via the community tab on the 9th and 10th of November. So I got a lot to do this week. I got a whole lot to do this week, so I better get on it. Anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in to this special trick or treat episode of Makini Live, the Sexy Sunday Afternoon Art Show on YouTube. Remember, stay cute, stay sexy, have fun. Never apologize for wanting attractive women in your media, especially in your video games. And above all else, never stop drawing. Have a great rest of your Sunday, guys. I will see you all tomorrow morning for Makini in the morning. And I got one last treat I want to share with y'all. And you're going to love hearing this. But guys, this is the full outro said by the official mascots of Makini Live. Brianna, Kiki, Saya, and Skyla have all come together to do this special recording. And thank you for them. So anyway, guys, we love y'all. I'll see you all tomorrow morning. Until then, peace.
Okay. Thank you for tuning in to Makini Live, the sexiest Sunday afternoon art show on YouTube. Remember to smack that like button and make it jiggle.
And please share the stream out. The more eyes, the better, right?
Yes!
Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely. And don't forget, if you guys want to join the CSF Nation, join the channel for as low as $1 a month.
And make sure, whatever you did for that like button, make sure you do the same for that subscribe button, make it jiggle as well, alright? Alright, y'all. We'll see y'all next time. Same place, same channel.
Here on Makini Live.
Makini Live is filmed before live studio audience at Makini Studios in Arcadia Village's North Tower, right here in Pacific City.
We'd love to see you in the audience in the next Makini Live show. So, to get free tickets, visit youtube.com/Makini90 or call 765-9077 toll free. Can I do that one more time?
Sorry about this. We're kind of pressing time.
Oh, we're pressing time. Understood. Okay. That's fine. It's fine.
Okay, so we're doing this all together, right?
Yes, Brianna-san. It is time to give Maki-kun a very happy ending.
Girl, come on. We've been way on top of this. You know the audience is the way from all top of this. And Mock is way on top of this, man.
Yes, I cannot wait. It's like everything was built up to this epic moment right now.
Ah, love that enthusiasm. Let's do it, girls.
Hi. Yes, I'm so ready for this.
Makini Live is produced by 7-Up Productions.
With Makini Jaws Productions.
In association with
and Misolaka Television
and Makara Banks Entertainment.
And is distributed by
CSF Nation,
Domestic Television Distribution. Arigatou gozaimasu.